So, last we left off, after finally clearing the ground level of the Eversham Manse, the solemn sons risk resting within the rotted halls. As their night watches pass, stoic Bastian calculates the shortening hours before the darkness within Mildirk becomes complete and overwhelming. He leads the party to the second floor, wherein a danse macabre has already begun. Ever curious, Fazolo sets out ahead of his compatriots and stumbles upon an arcane barrier. The party discerns their quarry may preside behind the wall, though no means of penetrating have been found thus far. Penetrating it have been found thus far. The irrepressible Logi continues his own search, door after door, and is eventually slammed through a familiar coldness into a shadowed space. As Fazolo immediately follows after, the party steels themselves against what appears to be another deadly deathlock. So, to start us out, I need you all to roll initiative.
Wonderful.
Gonna pull out my actual dice.
Well, you know what they say, save the best for last.
Yeah, terrible initiative. Ooh. Fucking oof.
Wow, okay, so, yeah. Now, I would all recommend that when you start to roll your next characters, you're all going to be a little bit, a little bit open-minded, a little bit, I'm sorry. So...
Don't worry, I have like 3 characters saved up.
Yeah, well, we're going to hopefully not get to that, but gosh, you guys aren't making it easy for me now. All right, so...
Are we not making it easy for you, or are we making it easier for you?
Well, it all depends, because this is going to be interesting. Okay, so to start out, both Logi and Fazolo, as you... Okay, and I'll catch you up a little bit, Avery. So, Logi, you were looking door to door, basically just jimmying the handles to see if doors were unlocked, to look inside. And then all of a sudden you came upon a certain door where you see the rest of your party on the map is gathered outside. As soon as you touched the portal, you were sucked through and immediately slammed with cold damage. And Fazlo followed immediately afterward. And given the, let's just say, tentacled nature of those... well, they were icy tendrils, if you will. You have entered into a familiar darkened space of what is a deathlock. So, Mr. Deathlock gets to go first, and you won't be able to see it coming. Let's see what we'll
Never see it coming.
What did y'all do to me last game?
I'm sorry.
All right, so Deathlocky is going to roll for... Okay, he's going to roll for target, and let me look up the specifics of this spell. Ooh, ow, okay. I kind of am sorry, but I'm kind of not. Okay, so... Ooh, yikes. Okay, so Fazlo, you cannot see it, but you feel 2 beams of force collide with your form as a hissing, snapping, and crackling sound envelops your senses, and you are buffeted back against the wall, or rather the door in which you entered, and you take 12 points of force damage from this spell that I'm sure everyone could parcel out as Eldritch Blast. But, yeah. 12 points of force damage, 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast, and
Hold on. No, I'm not gonna bother. Okay. I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah. Okay, alright, so that will bring us to Logi's turn. As of right now, it is pitch black.
Great. Oh. So I obviously can't see what's around me, yeah?
Correct. Now, if you attempted to roll for an attack, it would be at disadvantage.
Great.
You still could try to attack. I would say that because of the Deathlock going first, you could hear an origin direction of the spell, of the chanting, and then of course the burst of energy. But yeah, you cannot directly see the entities, so you would have to basically shoot blind, literally.
Fun. Okay. I mean, I guess I can do that.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna take a pot shot, I suppose.
All right, and this will be at disadvantage, so roll your roll.
I'm actually gonna use my rapier.
Okay, now you don't know where it is, so you'll
Yeah.
you'll be slashing blind.
Okay.
You completely miss.
Ah.
Because you can gather, first and foremost, this was. Go ahead and roll for me an intelligence check to help out to discern why you missed, because that was actually a good attack. Yeah, you know that based upon the casting of the spell and just doing some brief math in your head, that was a ranged casting. So your slash just hit empty air. You were nowhere close to the target to begin with.
Okay.
So, yeah. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. All right, Bastian, it is now your turn. And to clear it up for everyone else on the outside of this room, you did see the both of them get pulled in or jump in, respectively. So,
where is that? Is that here?
I don't see the ping, but let me.
Yeah, it's like a teeny tiny ping for me for some reason.
It's like there.
Oh, the door. Okay, so.
Yeah. It's a door that you can.
I'm going to see some icon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I will.
And you don't necessarily have to go through.
And ready a thunderous smite.
Okay.
And as soon as I step in, it's dark?
Yes. Now, if you can, roll for me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Let's save that.
Maybe I should use it.
Ouch. You suffer 8 points of cold damage as you pass through the barrier. This is very much like the same barrier that you went through before. However, as you step in, your nature, for some reason, is able to open up that much space worth of visibility.
Okay. I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
So I should be able to feel its exact location as long as it is a celestial fiend or undead.
Okay, so it is currently... Alright, actually... Is this something that you're going to communicate to the party?
As best I can.
Okay, you can use a free action to just say, like, straight ahead to the north, east, west, but if that's the case, then I will just let everyone know that it is presently positioned in
I almost don't want to, because if it's an intelligent undead, then I don't want it to hear me and then decide, oh, he's going to move.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you what, for now, I'll keep it to myself.
Okay. But yeah, you know its positioning, so it is, yeah. All right, so Foslo, it is now your turn. You do not know exactly where this thing is.
Okay. You know that magical torch I have?
Yes.
Can I try lighting it and see if that helps at all?
Yeah, you light it, and you are able to expand your visibility by that much. This is different than the spell that you had before. This is a different and weird cloaking effect.
Okay.
But yeah, you're able to penetrate that much into the darkness.
I am now Going to move. Oh, why is that? Oh, right there. And I do not. Just for your knowledge, because I'm using the torch, I do not have my shield right now.
Okay, yeah. All right, so if you're going to move that far, I will go ahead and say that you see that much. It's only about a 5 foot. It's like a dim light that it provides.
Man. Then gonna use. I think it's bonus action for second wind.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna use my second wind because I'm currently at half HP. Let's see here. So that's 1d10. That's not what I wanted. Well, we can just do that and add my level. So that's 14.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's 35. And that's going to be then my turn.
All right. That will bring us to Dogma. That is now your turn.
I didn't understand what William did. Why did he have to roll?
He used something called Second Wind, which is a fighter ability to restore 1d10 plus fighter level of hit points to themselves.
Oh, okay. Okay, now my question is, like, as someone who is not in that room, because he lit his torch, am I able to see, like, a little bit of what's exposed?
You would see, given torchlight, you would see the squares that are adjacent to the door, at least.
Yeah. If you entered it, obviously you have to go through the door first because the door is closed. It is more or less an aesthetic for a magical barrier. It is not an open door. Essentially, as soon as you approach the door, you're sucked into the chamber.
Oh my gosh, and everyone went in there, and I did that? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes. Well, Foslo ran after because he didn't want Logi to be by himself in the dark.
He wanted to save his little buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I will bite the bullet and move into the room as well. Alright, here I go. 3. Okay, I'm in.
Okay. Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay. 1 second. Constitution.
Oh. Okay, that's a little better.
Is that... Did I do it right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, and you suffer 7 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so you are inside, and the tiles that are revealed are what you can see of the room based upon Bastian's entry. He somewhat disseminated the enchantment for the darkness, given his nature, apparently. And Foslo is now able to use his magical torch as a source of dim light. It lights a little more than what a candle would, but you can see as much of the space as you are able to on the map.
So now, here's what I want to do, and, again, tell me if I'm able to do it, but I want to cast Guiding Bolt to see if I can hit this creature. Is that possible?
It is. You would just have to roll at disadvantage, so there's a chance that you would expend the spell slot and miss. It's a rolled attack, so you don't necessarily have to see your foe. It's just that with that imposing disadvantage, you take the lower of the 2 rolls, and you may miss and use up the spell slot. But that's up to you.
I will take that chance because I got nothing.
And that's why AoEs are wonderful.
Are you casting at first or second level?
Guiding Bolt would be first level.
You can cast it at additional levels. It's 4d6 at level 1, then 5d6 at level 2, but then you're risking a second level spell slot.
Oh no, just first level.
Okay, so go ahead and roll, and that will add on your proficiency and your spell attack modifier, which you should be able to just click on the spell itself, and it should roll for you, I think.
Okay, hold on. How the heck do I do this? Do I actually have to add... Okay. I have to add it in? Is that how I have to do this? Because I don't know how to roll for it.
Let me take a look at your character page. I think you should be able to actually add to your library the spells and their descriptions so that you can... Let's see, it's loading. That is a nice picture.
Thank you.
Abilities and attributes. Huh. Spell sheet. Where's your... Okay. I am unfamiliar with this. Where is the spell sheet on this page? I'm on the character sheet.
Okay, to get to the spell sheet, you go, you see where it's core, bio, and spells?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Click on spells.
Oof. I didn't know I could add this part. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't have it ready?
No, I didn't know about the second sheet, so I never added anything.
Do you still have your physical character sheet?
Yes.
Okay, just get that out.
Yeah. It should be your +4 to wisdom, correct? You have a wisdom of 18?
Yeah.
Should. Yeah, so in that case, it should be plus... You did go up to +2 now for proficiency, didn't you, at level... No, that's a higher. Dang it. Sorry.
We're at +2 proficiency. It's +3 that you're thinking of.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Okay, so you, go ahead and just roll a d20 twice, essentially, for disadvantage, and add 6 to it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you do indeed hit with the second one, because that would be a disadvantage, and yes, you do hit. That's fantastic. Good job. All right, so now roll 4d6.
All right. I'm just gonna roll 4d6.
Yeah, when you add on the spells, you should be able to have it work as... Oh, wow. So as you shoot off the guiding bolt, it lances with a warm glow into the darkness. You presume that, given that there's a decent enough space that's lit, the deathlock has to be within this miasma. And you are able to do a... Actually, tell you what, roll for me a religion check for me.
I sure will. Hold on.
Yee, my food's almost here. Whew! Man, Dogna.
All right, so with that, you're uttering a prayer to your patron god, and as you do so, you feel all of the cacophony that you've experienced so far in the second floor of the manse, all of the demonic profferings and the insidious words that have lanced your brain, are shattered momentarily as you feel a warm, gauntleted hand upon your shoulder. You strike true into the darkness, and as you do, a blinding flash illuminates the entire room as the darkness is dispelled, and you're able to see the space. And you see before you this horrifying visage of a mummified humanoid that has a rather sickly energy crackling around it. You can see that you did indeed perform a hefty blow against it. The Deathlock now stands before you. And it is now the Deathlock's turn. So...
You guys, I actually did something useful for once.
Knowing the source of that, it races forward toward you, Dagna, and it is going to perform Actually, no. It is going to remain right where it was. My apologies, and it is going to roll for Oh, okay. Dogna, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Righty. Wisdom. Bam.
All right, so you feel these icy tendrils ensnare across your mind and start to encircle your limbs and your core, and you feel a dark coldness descend upon you, but that glow from your deity is enough to dispel it. And you recognize this spell that the Deathlock had attempted. It had attempted a hold person spell on you that you were able to just shrug off, now rendering it looking not necessarily sheepish, but if a mummified corpse could look perturbed, it definitely looks that way right now. So, Logi, it is now your turn.
Yeah. Would I have noticed it, like, move at all?
You did not know its source of origin, or its point of origin before, but it did not move originally. I rescinded what I wanted to, so it stayed right where you saw it when the darkness was dispelled. So it is standing there right at the end of that blood-smeared bed.
Did I hear it maybe, like, move at all when it tried to attack?
No, from what you could tell, it cast that first spell at range, and it stayed basically in its same spot from the very beginning.
Well, I attack in a random direction with my light crossbow and hope I hit something.
Wait,
No,
shouldn't you be able to see it?
The darkness is completely dispelled.
Oh.
Yeah, so you hit. Yeah, it's just right there, dude.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, the map
Well,
is
then I
completely
get it.
unveiled after what Dogna did.
I'm actually doing something. Pay attention.
And doesn't he basically have advantage on this too? Not that it matters, but
Yes, he does.
yeah.
Why would he have advantage?
Guiding bolt?
Oh yeah, duh. Never mind. I completely forgot.
What do you mean not that it matters? Advantage always matters.
But
Advantage
look
always
at
matters.
what he got.
You roll a 1 and that advantage matters.
What about advantage not mattering?
It
Advantage
doesn't
always
matter
matters.
in this situation because he's already rolled. But like,
Well, yeah, not to mention he already hit. I mean,
Yeah.
he hit. Yeah, he hit both times. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, yes, advantage always matters. I just completely forgotten about guiding bolt, but yes. So you do indeed hit. So, sir, roll your light crossbow damage.
hit light cross. There we go.
All right.
Sadly,
So go ahead.
Sadly, you don't get any of that sneak attack bonus, but
Right. And from what you can tell from that hit, you don't see as much damage connecting with this entity, and you remember from before, this thing has resistance to non-magical damage.
Okay.
But you are able to chip away a decent amount to it, and it's looking definitively winded at this point. So that will bring us to Bastian's turn.
All right. So he moved back here.
Yeah, well, that is where he stayed. I moved him forward because I thought I had to attack in proximity with hold person because it's been a minute, but then I saw that it was within a 30-foot range. So yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, so he remains, and well, yeah, it'll undoubtedly promptly die, but we'll see what happens.
Really?
Unfortunately, it'll survive another turn.
That is terrible.
I thought, and I'm just about to write in the experience for you all because the way you work, and like, oh, it actually survived. Wow. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. I apologize. I'm not trying to this in, but yeah. So as you move forward, you somehow are not able to connect. It's a wave of a skeletal hand that somehow rebuffs the attack that you attempt, and it still stands before you, but it is untouched by you at this point, leading us to Foslo.
Okay, Foslo is gonna drop his torch, get his shield out, and is gonna go right here, and is going to, I guess, attack with his longsword.
All right, go ahead.
He will be using Fighting Spirit, though. I will
Okay.
be using a thing of Fighting Spirit, so I will have advantage.
Unfortunately, you as well are unable to hit, even
That's-
with advantage.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, so after a couple shots that somehow do not connect, Dognet, it is now your turn once more.
I cast Sacred Flame.
All right, so that is a dexterity saving throw.
Wisdom?
For Sacred Flame, it should be dexterity.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. But I rolled a. Well, if it's Wisdom, it's a 14. If it's dexterity, it's a 15. What is your spell save DC?
It is a dex save throw.
Yeah, so it's a 15. So unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, your spell save DC is not higher, is it?
It's 14.
All right. Sorry. So unfortunately, that does not work.
Well, the
So
save
brings-
throw should be the same regardless, because it's based on her casting stat. It just makes the dexterity throw.
Oh no, I'm just saying based upon what it is, because it has a different dexterity from its wisdom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So depending on what it was either a 14 or a 15.
Oh, I thought you meant depending on what hers was. My bad.
Oh no. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. All right, Logi, it brings us back to the top of the order. Yeah. Oh no, never mind.
I was gonna say already.
Yeah, it's the top of the order, but that is going to be the Deathlock, and it is going to.
I'm gonna be right back. My food's here.
Okay. Well, we'll let him know after this turn then. Oh God! All right, so that's a natural 18 plus 4. It's a 22 against. I rolled the D4 to determine, and yeah, it's actually going to attack Foslo with a 22, and that is going to be. Okay. Well, not bad. 6 points of necrotic damage to Mr. Foslo. So I will write that down for him so that we record that. All right, so Logi, it is now your turn.
Yahoo! And then I'm going to move over, and then I'm kind of running towards it from the side, and then I'm going to attempt to stab it with my rapier.
Okay. Now it is flanking, so given that I can't direct. Well, I could direct it, but yeah, it is flanking, so you do have advantage. Well, you have advantage regardless. You have like 13 different forms of advantage, so yeah.
I take that back. I'm not going to use my rapier. I'm going to use my +1 longsword.
All right, you do indeed hit, and it is magical. Now, did you have that readied? Because I'm going to have to look into as many times as Foslo drops, picks up, drops, readies, and whatnot. I'm guessing it is a legitimate free action for individuals to, and maybe Nick, you can help me with this.
Yeah.
To equip and unequip and de-equip and sheath
I
and
forgot.
whatnot.
I forgot that I had it, and I replaced it with my rapier when I got it.
It's not a free action to stow and sheath. It's a bonus, so you can't just if you want to just drop an item out of your hand onto the ground, that's free.
Okay, that's what I thought. Now, what about unsheathing?
Unsheathing, if your weapon is not at the ready, it requires your bonus action at minimum.
Okay,
Oh,
now
Unless you have a feat. I think there's a feat that might let you get around it.
Okay, now, yeah. So what he should be doing is fine because, well, he would have to like say basically, this is beside the point. But when he takes his shield off, I'm assuming he has it strapped on his back or his side. But given that he doesn't use bonus actions typically whenever he does that, I'm assuming he already has that built in.
If it is on your, if it's a shield that's on his back and strapped across, it has to be fitted over the wrist.
About me?
Oh yeah,
That
well no,
so-
Logan just reminded me of something, but as far as using free actions versus bonus actions to switch up equipment, but it's immaterial because I'm assuming you just use that bonus action anyways to, like, say when you...
Yeah, if it's like a shield that's on his back, like in like a stowed manner with the strap, and he's trying to take it off his back and effectively don it, you know, put it on his forearm, that's going to take his whole move.
Really?
Yes, because it takes more than 6 seconds to do that, or it would take the full 6 seconds to do it, because it's on your back and secured by a strap. So you have to either reach over your shoulders or behind your back to grab it and move it around. And then you have to hold it while you slip your forearm through it and then grab the grip. And
Well,
that
that
takes
makes
a lot more than just drawing a sword out of a sheath.
That does make sense. All right,
Yeah,
so
so
we'll
to do
have
that.
to...
Also, if he's in melee, it provokes attack of opportunity to do that.
Really?
It's considered like donning and doffing like minor armor. So if he wants to put a shield on in the middle. Now, if you go with a buckler, that doesn't matter because bucklers are always on.
Yeah. No, this
And
is
yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to look into that in workshop because William, you just came up because of Avery with his longsword, but then I forgot that he had replaced his rapier with the actual longsword because I was going to say, well, if you're drawing a new weapon, then that has to be something. But but yeah, that's why you came up with, you know, how you usually like say drop the torch, put the shield, do the thing. So
It also kind of depends on how you have it stowed. I mean, with a shield, there's almost no reason to take it off because you can use most stuff with a shield on your hand. You're just not dexterous with that hand. You can still hold a torch with a shield on your wrist. And then they also make shield sconces too for things like torches. Like there's a ton of things you can still do with a shield on. It's just the difference is how dexterous are you with the shield on versus off, and that's when things like a buckler become viable side options.
Like I got the shield master feat, so I assume that I wouldn't be able to use it if I had the torch.
Shield master?
Yeah, it's called shield master. It's a feat. It basically lets me use my AC and dexterity saving throws, and I only take half if I don't make that saving throw.
Yeah, it's basically like evasion for
Yeah, you just while you have a shield. It doesn't say anything about equipping and donning or doffing it.
No. What I mean is I wouldn't be able to use that if I had a torch in my hand at the same time, because you said I would be less dexterous.
Right. Yeah, you would have to have a shield sconce attached to the shield in order to have the effect of the torch, or use the torch in your other hand. Yeah, for sure.
I did 5 damage.
I'm so sorry, Avery. Yeah.
No, you're good. You guys started talking about shields, and I'm just like, I don't even use a shield, so...
One of those obscure things, but now we know. I'll do some double checking too before my next.
We'll look into it. It's just I'm sorry, Avery. When you did that, I just thought, well, now that brings that to mind, and then I got that's my fault. I just got lost.
No, that's okay. I'd rather get stuff like that like cleared up and shit firsthand.
Yeah. All right. So first things first, Fazlo, the attack that you missed by the deathlock when you went to get the pizza, it did attack you with a 22 to hit. And it did, if it does hit, which I think it does, it's 6 points of necrotic damage to you.
Okay, well then I'm going to use... Wait, how much damage?
6 points.
Oh, no, I'm not going to use... No, that's just going to use up my temporary HP.
Okay, so... Logi, as you strike with your longsword, you, for your size, sir, a longsword is probably not close to, like, say, bastard sword length, or certainly not great sword length, but it feels a little cumbersome. You'll probably get used to it over time. But it is a very awesome weapon, as it is indeed magical, and it cuts into the deathlock without any resistance. And as you look now, you can see what looks to be perhaps not fear, but definitely some concern in its eyes from that attack. That'll bring us to Bastian.
I just I set that. That is the official rules from Player's Handbook, page 146.
Okay. All right. It takes one action.
Oh yeah, it uses the action, not the move. So I was incorrect. It does use the action, however. But you can drop a sword, cast a spell, and pick it back up with your interact with object free action. But you only get one free action a turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, okay. So he's still
Thank you
within
for
range.
clearing that up.
Yeah, not a
I
problem.
apologize for wasting so much time. But actually, it wasn't a waste because you gave us one.
Does a 14 hit? Please tell me a 14 hits.
It does. 14 does indeed.
All right.
I was gonna try and torch you a little bit.
I'm gonna
Doesn't-
click the damage on my character sheet and see if it actually rolls the damage.
So,
It does not, so I have
did
to
you
roll my
click
damage.
in the
manually.
chat?
What?
Click
is
click
that?
unarmed in the chat. Does that not work?
Click the actual thing. Oh, okay.
In the chat. There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay. So a 9, and then I have to do an extra D4 because of my class feature.
Doesn't Avery get his sneak attack because we're in melee combat?
That is true. Yeah. So go ahead and roll. Okay, I'm gonna assess that damage right now. For
Got it.
okay. So yeah,
Oh.
I took your damage, Bastian. I put that in. So yeah, go ahead and roll 2d6 for your damage, Mr. Logi.
Yeah. So 13 from me. And then
Well-
I'm gonna activate my Thunderous Smite as well. So
Well, to save it, let's
Is it
just
dead?
say. Hold on. Let's just say, in fairness, if you wanted to save that, Logi, how do you want to do this?
Oh, what?
Yes,
Yeah.
with your sneak attack damage, you overkilled it.
oh, that
Oh.
worked.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, yeah, Bastian, I don't want you to waste what you don't need to do, because it was like, oh wait, no, his damage his damage comes before yours essentially, and
Oh, it was a readied.
well, no, he forgot to add, I forgot to
Oh.
assess the sneak attack, so that damage came before, so the basis
Gotcha.
of your damage. I mean, let's just say. Bastian and Logi, how would you like to do this? You just don't have to use a Thunder Smite because the base attack was, the base attack from both of you with the sneak attack was enough. So describe the both of you what you would like to do.
Well, my original plan was just gonna say I'm gonna like jump off like the foot of the bed that's right behind it, and just kind of plunge my sword down to his chest, its chest, and then Bastian can come in and do what he wants after
I'm gonna
that.
give him a big old bear hug and grab the other side of the sword sticking through him and just pull it down.
Yes. Absolute yes.
Oh my
All right,
God.
so with an artful flurry of motion, Logi, despite the size and the heft of the sword compared to his slightly diminutive body, is able to get a good leap off the bed, and it does feel pretty cushy, if you say so yourself, as you leap off the bed. And with the downward stab, you're able to penetrate with a cracking, snapping, and tearing sound of the mummified flesh the core of this deathlock. And Bastian, as you perform your own deft movement, you continue the stab, the piercing downward to where the lower half of the deathlock has been split in half, and with a creaking, groaning death rattle, the form crumples to the ground, and much like it happened before, instantly turns into ash and dust.
I look at Bastian. I give him like a very like accepting nod.
That's what's up.
Okay.
All right, so that thing's dead.
That was, knock on wood, easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, you all suffered more damage just entering into the room than the actual battle.
It was stepping in, there's the 8 damage.
Yeah, well, I decided to do a little bit of flavor with some of that stuff, and I thought, yeah, if there's a high enough roll, we'll make this work, and yes,
Yeah.
indeed, it worked, which is a good thing. All right, so now you have this chamber open to you, and from what you can tell, you don't even need to do an investigation. You're able to tell that this room, with its pillows, its accoutrement, as Logi undoubtedly rifles through the chests and the dressers, you're able to determine this is a woman's bedchamber. And given its comparable opulence to the other chambers that you've seen before, you can discern this may be the erstwhile spouse of Tomas Eversham that used this as her own apartment.
Ooh, and the plot thickens.
I was going to make a dirty joke, but I shan't.
Oh, what was it?
I was going to say, while rifling through the drawers, I find a wand. Don't know what it's for. Never seen one this big.
Find a what?
Oh, God.
Oh!
Yeah.
This is probably like a restroom or like a master bath, I'm guessing.
Fucking toe. I stubbed my toe. That's what I get for trying to do dirty jokes. Stubbing my toe.
You don't know until you investigate.
Oh, fuck. My toe.
Well, Foslo's gonna look into this room.
Yo, can I rummage through these? Oh wait, I don't know if I want to.
Honest question, real quick. Would it be like unrealistic if I was to actually like take one of these pillows with me?
It is. It is not. If you so desire, you can take one of these. We will call it a noble's pillow. So
I'm gonna take one because I'm tired of sleeping on the damn floor.
All right, so you have claimed a noble's pillow.
Don't let them catch you with it.
All right, so let me take a look at a couple other things. All right, so Fosl, are you just opening the door, or are you trying to
just opening the door? I am slightly on guard, but I'm just opening the door.
All right, so as you open the door, you are able to see this door. You are able to see a little bit in the space, and from your perspective, you can see one undead that, after opening the door, is going to turn to you.
Ah, wonderful.
Turn to you. And it makes a ghastly hissing noise. So, I guess roll for initiative.
Wow. Hopefully this one's better. I mean, it's better.
There's nowhere to go but up.
I mean, it is better than what I rolled last time. Let's see, what did I roll last time? Oh yeah, 5.
Are we all rolling initiative?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and just get in the initiative order.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna have one more full piece to look at.
Hey, Chris.
Yep.
Real quick, the stairwell that's to my left, like those, is that only leading down or is that going back up?
It is only leading. It is only leading down.
Okay. I just want to make sure that there wasn't like another story to this place or not. Or I should say that we know of yet.
Yeah. All right. So, Foslo, you are first in the. Well, actually,
wait, what?
You are. I'm gonna do like a. This is actually interesting. If we rolled all the initiatives, let's just say for the entity that you see right now, you do go before it. So, you see in the door that stinky little thing right there.
I don't see it.
Oh. Thought I revealed. How much of the room can you see? Can you see any of the room?
I can't see squat.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So I didn't reveal anything then. Okay, so there is that better?
No.
Okay, I have selected reveal areas.
Let me refresh and see if that helps. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
For
some reason. All right, so you do move before this weird thing. Yeah, it selected reveal areas, but it did not want to reveal. It wanted to hide.
I guess. I'll go up to it.
Okay.
That zombie's laying on that chaise, like, draw me like one of your French girls.
Huh. Yeah, that's what I'm.
And as you enter in, you do notice a second one and a weird shadow off to the side.
Oh, no. Well, I guess I'll just attack the first one I saw with my longsword.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it then. Oh, you roll for oh, you didn't. Okay, so that's the. Well, yeah, you did not hit with that singular roll.
What was I supposed to do? Something different?
Oh no, it's you just rolled the 1d20 instead of the double roll with the attack. So no, that's fine.
Yeah, because I got it set up to where if I need advantage, I roll advantage. If I need disadvantage, I roll disadvantage.
Okay, well that's nifty. Well, unfortunately, you just missed the thing, and so the both of them are going to return attack to you. One of them with its bite, and another one with its claws. The first one is going to bite out at you, and I'm assuming a 15 does not hit.
Nope.
The other one with its claws. I will assume, though, that a 20, not a natural 20, but a 20 does hit.
Yes.
Or doesn't. Okay. So, this little feller is going to come at you with its... Oh, that's an interesting effect. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Well, it doesn't apply to you, but there's a racial effect from this thing. All right, so as it... Oh, God. Okay, as it lashes out, it's going to... Okay, so it is going to perform 8 points of slashing damage to you as it lashes out with its claws, and given that you are not an elf or an undead, you do not need to worry about the secondary effect.
Oh, fun.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance.
Okay. So as you do that, just because of the weird disjointed thing that we've... Oh, wow.
I take no damage.
Just because of the weird disjointed thing that that we did, it's not going to take us that much out of order, but we'll just, given that you revealed the whole room, consider the entire initiative order at this point. So, Avery, it is now your turn.
So I was using that longsword with one hand. If I use it with two hands, does it change anything?
Yeah, you get more damage.
Yeah, you go up one die step, I think.
Yeah, you go to a D10.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm going... Is it that a bonus action to... dual hand it? No.
No.
As long as you don't have anything in your offhand, you can just two-hand it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
No, I'm
you
sorry.
shouldn't because you're.
I'm sorry. I'm
using a word
stupid.
shield.
He doesn't go up a die step. I apologize. Instead, he gets 1.5 times his strength mod.
No, he goes up to a D10.
Yeah,
Does it go up a die step? I thought it was 1.5 times your mod.
No.
Oh no, that. Yeah, it's a D10 and 5e.
Oh, okay. So, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and two-hand this longsword. I'm going to go ahead and run up to this shadow-like figure
All right.
and attack him with it. So it's going to be 1d10 plus 4 then?
Yeah.
No, that's if I'm not mistaken. Well, first you have to roll for attack to see if you hit.
Well, yeah, I was just making sure that was the...
Well,
the
did we determine if he could use dexterity for strength-based weapons? Because that is a strength-based weapon.
Unless it has the finesse trait, then it
Yeah.
can be with dexterity.
Which the sword is not finesse. That's a scimitar that does that. Okay, well you do hit. So, what is your strength again? Let me check.
16.
Your strength is what?
16.
Your strength is 16.
No, he's got a short sword, right?
I got a longsword.
No, this is a long sword.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I did that. Said that right? Yeah, it's 16.
Okay, I'm sorry. Your strength is a 16, so your modifier is 3. Yeah. Okay. So in that case, you will do your damage plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay.
Yeah. D10 plus 3.
So
That's a
so it'd be 9.
that's a D8, baby.
Oh shit! Hold on.
D10. 8.
So to 8.
8. So as you strike out at this spectral entity, you come in contact with it, and you determine with your
Don't look at that.
with your attack that you are indeed able to connect with it, just like most of the other things that you've seen so far. This is something that cannot be hit by normal means, but thankfully with your magical longsword, you were able to do a sizable amount of damage to this form. So we are now up to Nicole.
All right.
Ms. Dagna, it is your turn.
Oh, hold on. 'Cause I gotta move. And I see everything. Let's see. I assume my character would hate the undead the most, so.
Well,
You hate whatever you decide to hate.
Huh?
You just hate whatever you decide to hate. It doesn't
That's
have to be that I assume they would. I mean, you are you. You just decide what you hate.
I'm gonna attack this thing. Yeah. I'll just hit it with my warhammer for now.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I should have used assassinate on that shadow.
Actually, that would apply. You
Yeah.
don't have to use it. It's something automatic. Let me take a look and see what this is.
That's my bad, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm
Well, no,
still eating my food.
It's all your fault. You're terrible.
I know. It's always usually my fault. It's okay
you're
though.
garbage. You're so trash.
I know.
Hey, stop calling the kettle black, okay?
Yeah, you black ass kettle. Stop being so black.
All right, so
What
that's
I'm
advantage.
doing.
I don't know necessarily if it's surprised, given that he would go in, but given that you, yeah, I'll say that is a critical hit, though. Given that you, yeah.
Did you kill it?
No, but
Okay.
he did hit it really, really hard. It is little more than a wisp now, and Dagna, as you lash out against one of those two grumpy ghouls, as you recognize this from something that you saw earlier in the village itself, you just miss, unfortunately, with your warhammer. Your hatred does not allow you to strike true, as Logi is able to just about strike the spectral form from
You're a bad Sith.
this-
Your hatred didn't do you any favors.
Your hate did not make you stronger.
Yeah.
All right,
It hit
so
the high ground.
William, it is now your turn again.
Okay. Whew, warming up here. Let's see here. Just gonna do my bread and butter.
All right, so that does hit.
This one.
Okay, that does hit. And 6 slashing damage to the ghoul. Jolly good. So that will bring in the. Given that I completely and utterly forgot to Spectre, I will. All right, so Mr. Spectre, Logi is going to lash out at you.
Yay!
So you ticked it off with that monster's hit. So I'm assuming an 18 might hit. Does it hit? Maybe. An
Nope.
18 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Dang it! I mean, oh
Damn.
well, that's great. That's great. That's great for you.
How's your AC?
How's your
19.
AC?
Yeah, same
How's
as
your-
mine.
Dang, man. I'm gonna need to throw some like ancient dragons at you all or something. Okay, so the Spectre thankfully misses you because it would have. I mean, you probably would have done fine against it, but I wanted to test out a cool little effect, but that's okay. That's fine. Whatever.
With
Have it
that
your way.
Ancient Dragons comment, what you're really saying is, okay, I'm tired of these characters. You guys got to make new ones.
No,
I already
I love
found
these.
a third-party class I really want to try out.
I love these characters so far, especially given the third chapter. Hint, hint is going to be significant to one of your characters specifically. Wink, wink. So yeah, this will bring us to Mr. Bastian.
All right, so can you ping him? Like, am I looking at this guy? It's not. Why is it not letting me ping? God damn this thing!
This is the Spectre that's right in front of Logi, and then these two are ghoulies.
Okay, how's that Spectre doing over there? Not too well.
This one has been damaged slightly. The Spectre is not doing well at all, really.
This that should provoke. I'm not leaving. So I'll just swing for this ghoul since the Spectre, I'm guessing, has been drummed on a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So I'll go for the. Okay, I'll assume 16 wax of ghoul.
You do indeed hit, yes. Easy peasy.
That's rash damage. Why is it not? It's not rolling the extra 1d4 on it.
Is that
Yeah.
what the? Yeah, is that the extra 1d4 of the second cell?
Oh, check. Oh, it is. Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
weird.
All right, good.
So,
All right.
7
So,
damage.
all right. So you are able to bring the ghoul. You do a sizable blow to the ghoul, and it's looking decently tattered by now after Foslo's hit and then your hit.
Go ahead and use
ghoul
that
is,
bonus action and just drop that 2d6 thunder damage on it.
Go ahead.
Wow, that's awful. How about an extra 4? Did that do it?
No, unfortunately not.
Wow, that's terrible. This is
I was
bad.
gonna say, I was like,
That's like slightly below average.
That's awful.
I was gonna say,
2d6, I
well,
got
you
4
actually,
I got
you actually
got
would have had to roll decently in order to kill it, but yeah, that's fine. So now the ghoulies are going to attack, and because of a reasonable hit from Bastian, Ghoul 1 is going to attack Bastian with a bite. And nope, it does not hit. And then Ghoul 2 is going to attack Foslo with its claws again. And, oh no, it definitely does not hit. So, never mind. That'll bring us back up to Logi.
Man, it's so nice having high AC.
It's also nice rolling a 2 and a 4 naturally, respectively. So
Ooh.
But don't worry. We're gonna make this interesting, or it's going to get interesting. I haven't.
Oh shit! That's my bad. Hold on. There we go. Press the wrong thing first. Does a 13 hit this shadow?
Yeah, you do hit the specter. So we'll go ahead and say, given its, we'll use that roll. So as you strike out against the specter, it disappears with a in space.
Just a little bit of a.
Yep, the specter is no more.
Cartoon bubble getting popped.
Pretty much. All right, so that'll bring us to. Well, it would have been the specter's turn because it had a slightly higher initiative than Dagna, but it is now Dagna's turn.
Dagna.
With 2 ghouls, one of which is looking pretty hurt. This one is looking pretty hurt. This one is thus far untouched.
Will I be able to finish this one off? Let's find out. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay.
If they're lower than you, I think you can just turn undead them and don't they dust, or I forget how that works.
Do you have Destroy Undead?
Oh, no. I should?
Well, you should know because that's, your bag.
Let me check it.
Yeah, if you have Destroy Undead as a cleric, then if you're high enough level and you just use Turn, it turns into dust instantly. They don't even have to do anything. They just die.
Let's see here.
Starting at 5th level.
Alternatively, you could turn the one that hasn't taken any damage so that it has to leave Will's range, and then he gets free AOA on it. Or AOO.
Yeah, Destroy Undead is 5th level, so you'll get that next level.
Oh.
Yeah. But the one that I should have is Turn Undead. Is that correct?
Yeah, but it's completely useless right now.
No, it's not. If she turns the one that's down diagonal from you, it has to leave your space, so you get a free attack of opportunity.
That's true. That's true.
It either way, it doesn't work. You can finish off the one by me, or you can turn that one and let it get whacked. It's up to you. It's all equal movements.
Yeah, but she only has one of them. Per like long rest or short rest, I think.
Oh, you want to get one turn? Yeah, don't waste it then. My bad.
Yeah.
But, Dagna, it is up to you what you want to do.
I just like that I have all these choices.
You do have choices because they're undead.
It's your bag, the undead.
Ah.
Oh. Okay.
That was not the right choice.
Yeah, that wasn't. This wasn't it.
Roll a. Tell you what, I'm gonna roll something here. I'm gonna roll a percent die.
Watch it hit me in the head.
Okay, so as you swing horribly wide, you come cracking down, barely grazing Fazlo's shin.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it was barely a graze. If I had rolled high enough, then you would have actually smashed his toe.
But my poor toes.
But thankfully the whiff was so sizable that you just collided with the chaise lounge and splintered one of its feet. So not Fazlo's feet, but a foot, the chaise lounge's foot. So you're good. All right, so that'll bring us to Fazlo himself.
Okay, Fazlo is just gonna stab. Well, it's not stabbing. That's a rapier. It's a slashy.
Cool.
Slashy. Ha 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 ha!
All right, rolling another percentile die.
Point really insane asylum laugh. Sounds like Mickey got away with murder.
Dagna, You feel a distinct whoosh about 2 inches above your head, and it rustles your hair a little bit as Foslo trades another blow with almost nearly trades another blow with you. Thankfully, the percentile die was not high enough; otherwise, he would have gotten a little bit more than just a blow dry on your head.
Oh my.
All right, Bastian, I suggest you end this trend, please.
Please.
Yeah, watch me roll a 1, and then just punch Avery's head off his shoulder. All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
Hi over there.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, I'm gonna
Okay,
mush the
okay,
ghoul.
Bastion, you're go ahead and roll your damage for the ghoul.
Better 10 damage on the ghoulie.
And the ghoulie, at long last, finally just splatters across the lounge. It is no longer a serviceable piece of furniture, both with Dagna's inadvertent attack and you're decorating it with the guts of the undead. So you are able to eliminate that one from the playing field. And ghoul number 2, after seeing that, is going to just move still within melee and is going to attempt to attack you with its claws.
Okay.
Which does a 19 hit?
It does. My AC is 18.
Ooh. That's the case. Okay. Okay, this is going to be 5 points of slashing damage, and given that you're not an elf or an undead, you don't have to worry about its secondary effect.
Cool.
All right, so that brings us back to the top of the turn, Mr. Logi.
Sorry, I was reading something about my character. Or my class. I'm gonna come around to the side over here, and I'm going to attempt to hit this ghoul thing and not hit somebody else in my party. I think I hit him.
Yeah, you do.
Don't forget sneak attack.
Yep, so that'll be 2d6 added on. All right, so that sizable cut is, very sizable. You're able to bring it down to so seeing the map before me, you slash it in such a way that you cause it to splinter the mirror that it was standing in front of, and there's a decent amount of gore that's splashed across the cracked reflective surface with that very sizable hit. Well done, sir. All right, so that'll bring up Dagna.
Bitch. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
You got one little ghoul right here, and after that big hit from Logi, it's not looking too good.
See if I can do it again. Oh, oops. I did that wrong. Hold on.
We'll keep that roll. Just roll for attack to see if you hit. Oh, we'll keep it, especially if you roll a natural 1. Oh, you unfortunately just missed that attack. So the damage is irrelevant, but yeah, you just missed that foe. So that'll bring up Foslo again.
Okay, so it's just this creature right now, right? Just this one ghoul.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop my shield and I'm gonna two-hand my longsword. And I'm gonna
Okay.
attack it.
Go ahead. Well, you gave it a good effort, but unfortunately, this little ghoul is as hurt as it is. Just not, you're not able to bring it down. Bastian, how about you? You want to go at it?
Yeah. Let's do a swingy swing. Hey, that'll hit.
Yes.
Oh, ignore that. Sorry. Hit the wrong page. There you go. 9.
All right, so yay! At long last, finally, the goal's dead.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm sorry. I wasn't like necessarily blah, but it was like, man, yeah, you poor guys. I thought if someone rolls another natural 1, I'm just gonna have to say, yeah, that would go through.
Somebody's gonna accidentally die.
Yeah. Hey, that wouldn't be too far off. Yeah, that has happened before. That I've seen and heard of.
But I had a DM once punish us because we were stuck in a paradoxical day where we kept reliving the same day. So we thought nothing we did mattered. So we all decided to slit our own throats, and he's like, "No, fuck it, you're all dead. Reroll. We're doing something else."
Jeez.
We thought we were Groundhog Day, so nothing we did mattered. So we just decided, well, let's cut our own throats and see what happens. And he's like, "Play stupid games, win stupid prizes."
Hey,
Right,
sometimes
so,
those stupid prizes are great.
All right,
Yeah,
so speaking of stupid prizes, Foslo, as you open up this chest, you feel a tingle in your senses as you recall from before a similar encounter with a. It's just a mundane trundle, and as you open it, you find some pretty decent dresses. They're not necessarily extremely high end. They may belong somewhere else, but as you open this chest, well, you said investigating. I'm sorry, but yes, you find nothing wrong with the chest. You open it up, and you do find some slightly rumpled dresses within.
Are there any Endogna sized?
Roll an investigation check.
Hey, Chris, real quick.
Yep.
I'm reading over my class, the assassin shit. And it says I have a multi-attack. And I can attack twice. How does that work?
You roll for multiple attacks in the same turn, as if.
Sorry, I don't understand, but I found something related. Do you want to know, do I roll twice for multi-attack?
I didn't say, hey, Google, you shut up.
Well, yes, you would roll 2 separate attacks in your same attack action.
So can I use that whenever?
Whenever you attack, yeah.
Are you telling me I could have been using it this whole time? I didn't.
What is it?
You don't have multi-attack though. That's well, it's not multi-attack. It's an extra attack per action. That's something that fighters have.
No, assassins have it too, according to Roll20.
Well, for one thing, you wouldn't have it anywhere close to this level because that's usually we'll get to your roll in just a second yet.
Like I get a second attack at some point, but I think it's level 5. I get it. So
I think as a rogue you get a second attack because I'm not seeing anything on the
most melee do.
You have okay, so cunning action at 2nd, roguish archetype at 3rd, ability scores, blah blah, uncanny dodge at 5th, evasion at 7th, reliable talent at 11th, blind sense at 14th, slippery mind at 15th, and elusive at 18th. Oh, and stroke of luck at 20th. You actually don't get a multi-attack.
Oh.
Yeah, and then assassin, you have infiltration expertise, imposter, and death strike, which is just a means of potentially doubling the damage at 17th level. You do not get a
shit, dude. Even bards can get 2 attacks if they go College of Swords.
Yep.
You got scrumpled.
Well, rogues are OP anyways with assassin, sneak attack, and all of it.
Like, okay, Logi, don't feel too upset about not getting a second attack. You got sneak attack damage. You're gonna do oodles of damage.
As long as you have advantage, you don't sneak attack doesn't have to be behind them anymore. You just have to have flanking, right?
Yeah, just flanking.
Which is super easy to pull off. It's all positioning.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. So, okay, so Logi, let's just say you survive until 19th level. Your sneak attack damage becomes 10d6.
Yeah, he basically does fireballs out of his dagger, or out of his blade.
You do get an additional. Get additional d6 when you level up. When you become 5th level, your sneak attack becomes 3d6.
So I posted a picture in
Am I doing shibacks?
general chat in our Discord, and it says multi-attack there. That's why I was asking, because I didn't know if I actually had it or it's just kind of some kind of error on the website or what.
Oh, an assassin is an actual entity. This is not your
I'm stupid.
class. This is
Okay.
not your subclass. An assassin is
Okay.
actually a monster manual entity.
Okay. See, that's why I was getting confused. So I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. No. Oh, don't worry. You'll meet an assassin before you know it. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, no, assassins are just like dragons. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, assassins are. Yeah,
That makes more
assassins are
sense.
an entity.
Okay, I gotta go to the restroom real quick.
Okay, so quickly, Foslo, address is address, and all the fabric's nice and pretty colors and whatnot. But you don't know Dagna's measurements because you don't think she would let you measure her. So, you know, you don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna take all of them just in case.
Okay. All right. So,
If anything, you can sell the fabrics.
all right. Go ahead. And yeah, you can do what you need to do, and I'll let you know what you get when you're when you're back.
Okay.
Is anyone else doing anything in here?
I'm gonna second using the bathroom, but I'll be pretty quick.
Is everything looted?
Well, you haven't looked actively. You just one person looked in one thing.
Can I roll?
I search.
I was gonna say I have my investigation. I'll share it with you.
You can give me advantage.
Or we can look together and I use it because I have higher.
How about you both roll separate investigation rolls?
Okay.
Because after Dagna saw the okay. So after Dagna saw that chest, she's kind of intrigued by what women's clothing she can find here. So
Investigation.
We both roll pretty good.
all right, so Logi, you discover a very familiar potion that happens to be a potion of healing tucked in one of the drawers, and on top of the boudoir, you find a bound scroll.
A bound scroll?
Yeah, it's basically a scroll that's just like tied up. Now, so you find a spell scroll.
Cool.
Now, Dagna, as you're searching through the clothing, you are slightly disappointed, but understandable given that, dwarven women in this part of the realm aren't necessarily represented that well in boudoirs and closets. The dresses and accoutrements that you find are they're the size of a human. They're not necessarily tailored for you, but you do find what's essentially a summer dress made from a fabric that if you decided to take it to a tailor, it could be refitted for you. So mark down noble woman's dress for your inventory.
What do you say, sundress?
Yes, a sundress. Essentially, it's a simple, like, say, sundress.
Do I know what spell this is? Like,
I'll take it, but also, do I know that he took that spell or found it?
You were investigating something else, so I mean, you can actively call out to each other, "Hey, I found this," or you can be secretive and say, "Ooh, this is mine." But you were busy looking through all kinds of clothing. He found the scroll in a different location. Logi, go ahead and roll an Arcana check to see if you can determine what this is. Nope. You have no idea. The arcane scribbles mean nothing to you.
I'm going to give it, or I'm not going to give it, I'm going to show it to Dagna and see if maybe she can determine what it is.
Dagna, do you look at it?
Yes, absolutely.
It is very familiar to you. It is a spell scroll of prayer of healing.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
You tell me that.
I'm not gonna actively tell you what it is and be like, I know what that is. Can I take it from you? Can I have it?
I mean, I can't. don't know what this is, so I guess.
It's more for someone who does what I do.
Like, I have no idea what this is. Let me keep it for further study.
Yeah, basically.
Wink, wink.
I've never seen this in my life.
Like, do I know it's a spell scroll? Like, it has a spell on it? Like,
Oh yeah.
okay, so yeah, then
you
that's
can tell.
Scribblings.
You can tell from your background, from the slight arcane, the hue from it, that it isn't just like, say, a missive or a note. It's a scroll, and then when you look at the language, it's divine language, not arcane. But at the same time, you can tell that it is used as a spell scroll. But Dagna, you know what it is, and if you want, Dagna, when you wrote down that dress in your inventory, it is valued at 15 GP. I'm giving it the value of a set of fine clothes, but it is a dress.
Yeah, I'll give that scroll to Dog now,
Hell yeah.
because I have no use for it.
Cool. So until Foslo gets back, we can just say that this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Need to clear this little scrub off the map. Boop. Shattered mirror. But yeah, we can just say that until he gets back, the rooms have been claimed, everything has been perused, and you found what you think you can find. Still a bit more of this realm to discover, and I do have something that I need to redact. I completely forgot because I'm a dope, and we're gonna wait until everyone gets back before I make the announcement. Okay. Because I completely forgot to add a very important effect to this. But it's easily remedied once we have all of our party members back.
Oh, spelled that wrong.
I'm gonna assume there's nothing really left to investigate, so I just won't bother rolling on that stuff.
No, basically everything has been picked apart at this point.
Was everything picked apart in the last room too? Just making sure.
Yeah. You looked in the room well enough, because you found evidence of this being who you assumed to be the wife of Tamaz Eversham. She had a separate apartment from him. So that was that. What's that?
I found a pretty awesome third-party class called the Occultist. Anyone ever played Darkest Dungeon?
I love that game, and I hate that game.
Basically,
and I love that
the
game.
Abomination. You know the Abominations from Darkest Dungeon?
Yes.
I found a third-party class that seems pretty well balanced. That is basically them.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. With full on transformations and everything.
Yes. In fact, you pick your transformation.
Now, does it impose any negative effect to the other party members for the transformation, like it does stress in the game for the other party members?
If you go with the Abomination path, because you pick one of 3 curses, basically.
Oh, okay.
It can kind of grip them out, but they do like necrotic damage with their hits. They don't wear armor. I would be interested in like the were creature.
Yeah.
I'd probably make it like a were. I just linked it in the Discord. I'd probably go with like the were rat.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just wondering, given how, I know D&D can be implemented through madness and the like, but I was wondering if there was any kind of accountability assessed with that class.
I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
If if you imposed a round of confusion on your party members or something after it happened, like what the heck, what? And then everyone just out or something.
You could always change stuff up.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I think it looks really cool. I would love to try it. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I love that game. I love that game. I could never defeat the Sodden crew because I could never outpace their healing.
Dude, yeah, I will get characters to around level 6-ish, 7-ish, and then I start running into real issues.
Yeah.
Thing is I always try to build balanced parties that work well together, and it never works out. But then my brother will build fucking clown car builds where it's 3 jesters and a houndmaster or something, and it works out.
And somehow it works, yeah.
Yeah, I hate that stuff. It's not fun. I don't even like the jesters. They're annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually just use them if I have like an off week or something where nothing's going on. I just send them out with like highly stressed party members and just like reduce their stress and complete like a short excursion and then like, okay, yeah, that.
That'll work.
Yeah.
But like, I love the highwayman. I like the highwayman build where you basically you lunge forward and then do the big shot that bounces you back one. So you just rotate, and they work really well with the shield breakers, the snake dudes.
Yeah, I did not get the DLCs the last I played, but I'm like, man, that they just look awesome. The shield breaker.
The shield breaker is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Chris! I have a fun video for you to watch.
What's that?
It has to deal with it's like basically newfound lore and what the future of the 7 remakes are basically going to be about. Yeah.
Okay.
What are they doing? Are they rewriting Final Fantasy VII?
No, they're not rewriting it. So I'm gonna have you, Chris. I'm gonna have you watch that video today. You have to watch it today, not the whole thing, like the last half hour of it.
Yeah.
Maybe 45 minutes, because it's basically him giving a full summary. But my mom actually sent it to me because me and her talk about 7 all the time. And so with this, you played the game, right? Obviously, the big, baddie final boss, not Sephiroth, but like the almost Kingdom Heartsy type big boss. Yeah. That's not what we thought it was.
Oh, it's not. Oh God, no.
It's not. And my mom actually was super unhappy, super disappointed, and didn't care about the future of the game. After she watched the video and found out about like what is actually going on, her opinion completely fucking changed. That's like Square knows what the fuck they're doing. They honestly do. And I'm so excited, dude.
But so your mom, was she a fan of the original game, and based upon what she thought it was going to be, she didn't like the direction they were taking, or
she keeps telling me she's more of like a purist than what she thought she was.
Okay.
So she went in with mixed feelings to begin with, because she knew it was going to be slightly different than like everything beforehand.
Yeah.
And then when she beat the game, or not when she beat the game, but she watched it be finished and everything like that, she was extremely disappointed and whatnot. So yeah, with this new shit, because that Yuffie DLC is coming out.
Yeah.
And it all has to deal with Underground.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So that's, and I'll give you this. Genesis is coming back.
Oh, see, I was hoping they were gonna just bring in the entire 7 universe, because I thought as many hints as they had made and as many nods as they had made with some of the NPCs and the interactions, I thought they might as well just bring it all together.
You want to know something?
So what I'm getting from this then is that, I'm sorry, so 7 isn't 7?
They took it and didn't necessarily rebuild it from the ground up, but they took the original game, and according to what the developers said, because of the technological limitations they had before, they couldn't make the full game what they wanted. So that's how they had the expanded universe, and they basically are drawing everything back together with reimagining the universe, which is a whole lot of it's definitely
no longer centers around Sephiroth, and
it does. So the best way to explain it is that the new Final Fantasy VII isn't its own game. It is a sequel in a lot of ways to the original Final Fantasy VII. It's a different universe. Yeah. It's not the same game. It's not meant to be the same game. And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah.
It is it is a literal
given
remake.
that they released part 1, mind you, I'm not going to play this game until it's all out and probably on sale, because I'm sorry, I'm not buying an episodic game. But That seems weird, and I guess I can see why people would be disappointed, because the way they marketed it is, hey, we're doing a Final Fantasy VII remake. It's just going to be basically all new graphics and like a new combat style and all that stuff.
But that's not a remake. That's a remaster.
Yeah, it was a remaster.
But that's not really how they marketed it and sold it to everybody initially with the excitement. They didn't say, oh, we're doing a reimagining, which is probably what they should have disclosed if they didn't want to upset people.
But they did. They literally said that this is a reimagining of the game. They actually said that in several interviews. They have, during like the process of the finalization of making the game, they said this isn't going to be a 100% remaster. This is a remake. This is a reimagining of the original game. They weren't going to give a lot of details because they wanted to leave a lot of mystery behind it for people to come up with their own theories. And they did.
At what point does it become a sequel then, out of curiosity?
That would require like me spending like an hour and a half explaining like certain story tropes that have to deal with like...
Do the events of this game take place at the same time, or is it...
Here's what I understand. The original Final Fantasy VII happened, okay?
Yeah, it happened already.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is technically a sequel because it's basically like someone decided, oh, I'm going to rewind time and try this again.
Yeah, it's Sephiroth's doing. The best way to put it is the original Final Fantasy VII is the bad ending. That's literally the best way to put it, because at the end of Final Fantasy VII, it shows you at the end of Final Fantasy VII. But if you ever were to watch Advent Children, it shows that the world basically died off after the events of the original Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah, when Nanaki and his descendants are traveling back to Midgar, and you see it overgrown and reclaimed by the planet.
Yeah, everything's been reclaimed by the planet because the Earth was hurt so fucking badly. Gaia.
You really only see Midgar reclaimed, but that could have easily been like, well, the city was abandoned, or the fact that, I mean, his race lives for hundreds of fucking years, so he just outlived.
When it shows Nanaki basically in like Advent Children, when it shows Nanaki running with his pups and whatnot, that's like, it's been confirmed that's actually like around Cosmo Canyon where he's from. That's not Midgar. So if Cosmo Canyon itself is...
Oh no, I mean isn't it at the end of 7 itself, the actual game?
It shows a fast forward of 5 centuries, and it basically, I mean, it's, to me, I take it basically as an intuitive leap where, and I could very well be wrong, but back then they probably didn't think far enough ahead to say, well, like your point, understandably, you could just reason, that in today's day, you could reason that's just Midgar, that doesn't represent the entirety of the world, but if you look at it as being one of the,
I mean, that was
jewels of the world.
Meteor anyways, wasn't it? Why would people want to keep living there after that? And the Shinra company doing all the shady stuff they do anyways. The whole city is basically a manufacturing plant / slum combined into one. The city could have just been abandoned, and then Gaia just reclaimed it, basically, is kind of what I interpreted. It wasn't like, oh, the world is over and everyone's dead, because I mean, there's clearly Nanaki and his offspring.
Chris, did you ever play Dirt and Cerberus?
I played for only a little bit before it didn't really ring to me. I mean, that was the first game that I tried playing in the extended universe, and given I didn't fully appreciate what they attempted with the extended universe, I was like, especially given how it was.
Do you know a lot about the story of Dirge, though?
I had tried to I tried to get into it on just wikis and whatnot, just to get more familiar in preparation for remake, given how I had heard that it was basically attaching every bit of the 7 universes possible. So I touched upon it, but I didn't really yeah, I didn't spend a great deal of time in it.
like, I've never played 7.
That's all right. Not a lot of there's a stigma when it comes to 7 with a lot of people.
I played it multiple times through with my brother. It was kind of like us two kids playing it together, really. And looking back on it, I enjoyed it as a child, and I kind of go against the grain in the general hive mind thought that it's the greatest Final Fantasy ever. I don't think it is. I think there are better.
Personally, I prefer Final Fantasy 14. That's what I've been playing recently, and it's so good. Oh,
I like 14 as an MMO. I don't like 14 as a storytelling vessel because there's way too much. Here, talk to this guy, now walk here and talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of the quest giving, like just the generalized questing in 14, pissed me off. With basically all of the quest givers, like just like the generic quest givers, a lot of them are just guys who have a job to do, and they're like, "I don't feel like it today. Will you do it for me?" That shit's irritating. And
so how far
as a
did you
storytelling
get?
vessel, I don't like
Hey,
it.
Chris, real quick. I sent you the video. Like I said,
Okay.
watch the last like 45 minutes of it, so it can
Okay.
give you that. And then message me on how you feel afterwards, because Nicole doesn't really know anything about Final Fantasy VII. I just kind of like
Well, that's
talk
your
to her
fault.
about it all the time, so I couldn't give my full like. She couldn't understand my full excitedness.
Oh yeah.
About it.
I'll definitely take a look at it.
So,
But we gonna
Yeah.
Well, let's continue. Sorry.
Okay, so Foslo, you find, I will say, 8 sets of fine clothes. They're valued at 15 gold apiece if you would like to grab all of them. But that's up to you.
I'm gonna grab all of them.
Okay, so you get 8 sets of fine clothing. Now, most importantly, I forgot to add a special effect earlier. But if we can all use mental time travel. So as you felled the Deathlock and you looked at the dust and ash at your feet, you hear a keening sound, much like the one you had experienced the first time you defeated the first Deathlock. You experienced this before, where there is a slow rumbling, a cracking, a splintering, and what sounds like an arcane blast. This is far more significant than the one from before, and it shakes you each off your feet, and you stumble to your knees, and a couple of you onto your ass. You're able to get up reasonably easily enough, but you note that something significant just took place of a magical nature.
I think we should check that out real quick. Where's what is his name?
NPC guy.
NPC.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
To be quite honest, it took me a while to figure out how to get the same form back on, and so I just copied and pasted him, a while ago, and I'm like, man, you guys are doing okay. So yeah, he was out standing guard in the hall and picking his nose or something to that effect. So yeah, he is with you effectively. He just was not of any use in this last battle.
Well,
Checking his tender feet.
Foslo's gonna come out. It's like, are you okay? Do you know where that came from?
I feel that was down the path that we had gone before, this corridor. To my left.
So basically in here.
No, he said down the corridor.
So here?
Yes.
Well, we can't get into there. Well, we can, but not advisable.
Well, are you near it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I've been in it.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather go through this way right here.
Okay. It's up to you.
Does everybody else want to go in through that way?
What's going on? What?
Yeah, might as well.
Going into this room?
Yeah, going into this area through this door because
So Foslo,
I don't really feel like going through the black shit.
Foslo, as you're stepping around the corner, you notice turning down that hallway.
so right here.
Yes. You hear the sound again, the cracking and splintering and rending as that space that you had seen before dissipates.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you just unlocked the second of the two locks in this place. You don't have to make this harder than it actually is.
Well, like, okay, so here's the thing. I was like, okay, he might do it like this, but at the same time, just in case.
Just in case, yeah, of course. But yeah, no, you as you step around the corner, following your line of thought, which is not a bad line of thought, the space that you had seen before instantly dissipates, and you see a rather grotesque set of bloody footprints standing outside the door with a fissure around it. Whether or not those were your footprints from before, you're unsure, but you can tell that any attempts to enter that door prior to this time met with a rather unsavory end. But now, that hallway is clear. You still have other rooms to peruse, but now that you've entered out into the space, you can see that spot is, okay, Avery, if you're going down that way,
Be
this
careful.
is just a connecting hallway.
Can you see I'm assuming this room hasn't been looked at yet?
Everything that's in shadow has not yet been looked into. Yeah. So you still have some hallways. You have this hallway down this way, this hallway down this way, and then you have other stuff around. And then this hallway down this way.
Okay.
So you have other stuff to explore.
I'm going to mention to the group, before we go into the scary looking door, I'm going to search around.
All right, so which way are you going?
All the way to the left.
Okay, so as you go down this way, you do find what is an end of a hallway with a door.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna in the door and see if I can see anything.
All right, so you're going in the door?
I'm gonna peek in there, like slowly open it and kind of peek inside.
All right. As you do that, you disappear.
What?
Oh no, he's with him because he opened the door.
Wait, what? Wait, where? Where is he?
He tried to peek open the door, and he was sucked into it. The door that was revealed.
Oh, this door.
No,
Yeah,
not that.
Yeah, he wanted to look inside, and so he got sucked inside.
Then which door are you talking about?
You don't see the door? This double door right in front of the bloody footprints.
He just went in there, like he got pulled in?
I didn't go in that door.
So this one right here.
Yeah, Bastian, did you not say that you were going to look inside the door?
Avery said he was going to look inside of another door.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, because where I saw Avery, I'm like, there's no door there, so what door is he looking in? I apologize. All right, so no, you did not get sucked into that. Redacted. All right, so which door are you looking through? There is no door there. Hang on. There is something wrong with this where it's not letting me...
Not letting me hang and other things.
I was going to say, I thought these were two doors right here.
Oh, okay. I'm terribly sorry. I had that in shadow. Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Nope, you're good.
My son's making a lot of noise, so I'm sorry.
No,
Just keeping.
you're all right.
All right. So as you know what? Make a dexterity check for me. All right. So yeah, no, Bastian, you're not sucked into oblivion.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So Avery, Okay, so as you creak open the door, it is sadly none too silently as a lock sticks. And you hear a mournful wail as an undead form gets right in your face.
That doesn't look good.
Roll
Cool.
for initiative, please, sir.
Cool.
That's not that bad compared to what we've been rolling for initiative.
Yeah, that is true.
All right, let me pull up this dude. Or dudette. Could be. Oh, shit. I forgot about this one. Oh, man.
Great.
Love hearing those words.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah.
You all right there, buddy? You good?
Logi's
probably
about to
not.
not be. All right, Logi. For me, make a... Logi, as you open up the door, you see a horrifying visage made of smoke, shadow, and wisp stare you right in the face. I need you to make a wisdom saving
You've
throw for
never
me,
been
please.
more aroused.
Logi, you feel your body go completely rigid, and you fall to the floor, cracking your skull. You're unable to move your limbs, and you're barely able to whimper from that effort as you feel your body undergo paralysis.
Cool.
Wonderful. You good there?
All right, so with that, I need you to... all right, so you're paralyzed from this effect, so you are not able to do nothing. So let me have you roll another wisdom saving throw, please.
Wait, hold on.
All right, so with that, you do regain your form.
Oh, I
But
have
you are-
advantage on wisdom saving throws.
All right, so as you do that, you have regained your form, but you are prone on the ground right now, with this strange foe looking from above you.
Real quick, with that 18, since I have advantage with that 18 from the first roll, would that still happen to me?
That's right, you do have advantage. So, okay, with good thing you brought that up. So, yeah, as you feel the rictus set into your form, you are able to shrug it off. So you are not paralyzed from that round. You do have your round ahead. Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot Gnome's got that special little thingy. So, yeah. So you do not lose your turn. You do have your turn now. Standing before this very, very angry-looking wispy thing.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'm just going to attack it with my longsword.
All right. Do it.
Oh.
Or not.
Okay,
Well
so
done today.
as you are so terrified by this thing standing before you, you're trying to unsheath your sword, and as you do, you somehow cut your hand on the blade itself, and it is razor sharp. You've not felt many magical blades before, but this one definitively is a magical blade. So you suffer 1 point of slashing damage from that attack.
We're getting all the bad rolls out before we do the boss. It's fine.
Right. So I need each of you to, based upon your position, each of the rest of you, Dagna, Bastian, and Foslo, roll a perception check for me, please.
Alrighty then.
Perception.
Yay!
And then Dagna.
Woo!
All right, so
Man.
each and every one of you can hear a shocked sound from Logi down a hallway from a decent distance. It sounds as if he's gotten himself in trouble yet again. So, with that, I will have you all go ahead and roll initiative to get in this order.
You want to? Oh, roll initiative. Okay.
Yeah. Go. You all go ahead and roll initiative.
Ha 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 ha. Ah, the slow Foslo is slow.
Oh, Dagna, you're actually reasonably in the lead. Okay, so at the top of the,
You wanted to send the results of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
So if you were to select your token before you rolled, it would come up in a turn tracker that Chris has control over.
I'm sorry. I'm just doing this by pen and paper, actually. So yeah, once I get fully integrated into this, then we'll. It's just faster for me right now to just.
I just didn't know if it didn't broadcast that or not.
Yeah. Okay, so Floji. Let's see here. Does a 17 hit, Logi?
No.
Well, thank your respective deity. Thank your respective deity, because as you feel this form lash out at you, you have in your mind brought up a deep, dark, hidden nightmare from your past, and as it takes a hold of your psyche, for a moment you feel as if you'll crumple to your knees, but you shake it off and maintain your footing.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Dagna, it is now your turn.
I'm coming, buddy.
I ain't your buddy, pal.
Alright, that's it. That's all I can do.
You can choose to dash if you want.
What does that do?
You use your action to move again.
Oh, is it?
They got rid of running and shit, didn't they? It's just basically double moves now. You can't run to quadruple your movement speed.
There are certain spells and whatnot that you can do an insane amount of movement, but yeah, the dash action is just you doubling your movement speed.
Alright.
Gotcha.
But that's up to you.
Oh, I'm about to get right in there and there.
You can, yeah. All right. So, okay, go ahead.
That's it.
Okay. So, Bastian, is now your turn.
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. You already called it. It's cool.
Well, what are you going to do? Or what do you want to do?
Well, I was thinking of doing a spelly spell, but nah, it's cool.
Okay. Now, are you attempting to attack the Spectre or or aid Logi? Because you can't necessarily... You can kind of see it, so... If you can only do a spell as a bonus action, though, because you already used your action to dash.
I was gonna do Searing Smite on myself, but I don't know. I only have 4 of these bad boys because it is and it's up to 1 minute. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. You know what? Yes, I will cast Searing Smite upon myself.
Okay. That is concentration up to 1 minute, failed save, d6, 1d6 fire damage. Nice. All right, and you're doing that at the first level?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you utter the word to activate this incantation, and your warhammer takes on an ethereal flame as you ready yourself for your next move. And Bastian, you made your movement forward, so that is going to be Fazlo. Yep, Fazlo is next.
Okay. Fazlo. Let's see here. $25, $30. I guess I'll just ready an action. If I see the enemy come out, I'm going to.
Okay.
Actually, if the enemy comes out and gets like right here, I'm going to attack it.
Okay. All right. So it's now its turn. It has incorporeal movement, meaning it can move through solid objects. So it is going to attack Bastian.
Oh.
Oh. Never before have I been happy to not have a hit rolls. Yeah, because okay, so it misses. So it is now Dagna's turn.
Ooh, that's like literally on the other side of the hallway, and I cannot reach it, right?
No, you cannot reach around the corner of the hallway. No, you would have to try and like push your way through your comrades.
Wait, so okay, hold on. I have a question real quick. So it moved from here, and then that. It literally just did that, right?
No, it started out here. It moved to the side. Then it moved to here, and then it
okay,
moved
so it was
out
like
here.
This, and then there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then doesn't Logi get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, actually he would. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack of opportunity against it.
Dun.
Is that just normal attack?
Just a normal attack.
Yeah, they're just free attacks.
Yeah.
We told you to attack.
Well, it was a nice try, anyways.
You had one job.
You're so
That's 2 ones in a row, my guys. That's 2 ones in a row.
I don't know if
So
you're
this one he
lucky
cuts
or
off his
unlucky.
He just shared off his own hand.
All right, Logi, you're just so disappointed with yourself. You you start hacking at the you swung valiantly, but you weren't able to connect with this thing. And damn it, you have a magical weapon, so you should be able to hit. But so you start flashing at the carpet below your feet because you're just so mad that you missed the easy, seemingly easy target. So yeah, Dagna, it is still your turn.
Fuck that carpet.
Okay,
Logi decides to go home so he can tell his mother that she raised a failure of a child.
so is it possible for me to move to the other side to like right here?
If you're just moving right there, I'd say you'd be considered difficult terrain because you do not have ally as favored terrain. So yeah.
But I can do it.
I would imagine. I mean, obviously, you'd have to ask Fazlo and Bastian, but I would imagine they would allow you to move through. But yeah, I mean,
you can pass through ally space.
You're only moving so far, so yeah, it's not as if you're going to have to do anything major.
Cool. I'm gonna move over, and then I'm going to hit it with my warhammer.
Do it to it.
Give me a second. Bam. Okay, so hold on. It's got all these extra things I need to think about.
Okay. Now you can roll double the dice or just roll and double it. You would have your base, strength modifier added on, and then of course you would have your D8 and then your D6. So you could roll 2d8, 2d6, or just roll 1d8, 1d6, and multiply that total by 2. The dice are doubled, not the modifier.
Whoa, hold on. Speak to me slowly, okay? It just went over my head.
Okay, you can choose with a natural 20 to either roll double the dice or just double the dice damage from that singular roll. So for a singular roll, it would be 1d8 plus 1d6, or you multiply that total by 2 and then add your strength modifier, or you can roll 2d8, 2d6, and add your strength modifier. The easiest way is just to do 1d8, 1d6, and multiply that.
Yeah, I'll do that. The 1d8,
All right, so that would be a total of 12.
And then, let's see, but that spell...
Oh, wait, no, that's 2d8 you did.
Oh, I did? Oops.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so you rolled 2d8. So that is... Okay, hang on. Oh, what is your strength modifier?
Let's see. Gosh, everything is everywhere.
I'm looking at it.
3.
Okay, so with that would be... Okay, so if you rolled the 2d8, now roll 2d6, because you rolled the 2d8.
Okay. We just rolled 2d6.
6. 8 plus 3. 17. All right, so
now,
as you strike...
Is that also including the fire damage, too?
That's what the D6 is.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, that's what the D6 is. Now, as you collide with this entity, you feel like you should have done a fantastic hit against it.
Oh, it's harness. Should be.
What's that?
Oh, I got mail. My brother brought me mail. I got my cat.
So as you strike out against this entity, you feel like this should be a strong hit. But as you strike against it, you notice that the flames don't catch on its form. And the base element of your hammer is also rebuffed. This is a rather defensed individual, and quite possibly one of the strongest forms of undead that you have seen thus far.
Oh?
So, resist immune?
You turn that bitch. He gets all spooked.
It is, from what she can tell, she had her physical warhammer damage and the fire damage resisted.
Oh,
so it's resisted. Okay.
Yeah. Given that fire doesn't necessarily make the warhammer magical, it just, added on to the damage. So, yeah. Both of that damage was cut down by half because, yeah, it's a thing.
So, because it has a ethereal form,
It's a very specific form of undead that, from what you can tell, is thus far the most powerful form that you've faced off against.
Okay.
Roll a religion check. It's free.
Ooh! Can I?
Go ahead. but from now on, we're going to prevent metagaming like this.
Okay. Roll a...
Yeah, go ahead and roll a religion check. All right. A wraith is malice incarnate, concentrated into an incorporeal form that seeks to quench all life. The creature is suffused with a negative energy and is and its mere passage through the world leaves nearby plants blackened and withered. You know that it is resistant to all forms of magic, as well as non-magical attacks. It also has damage immunity from necrosis and poison, and is pretty stout. This thing. It is a wraith. And you also notice, as you look upon its form, you find... Hang on a second, let me find the page. As you look upon this form, you notice a set of elven chain that for some reason is actually born upon this form. You wouldn't think that an ethereal individual would be able to wear it, but as you look upon this chain, it appears to be suffused with a power of its own. All right. So, this now leads us to Bastian.
Does Dagnus share that information? Because I really need that information.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for a free action,
Share
you can just you can say something quick like Wraith, resistant, something like that.
I need to know about the chain shirt.
Yeah, you can make it in a a quick statement that the thing is stronger than your average Wraith because of the chain that it possesses.
Okay. So with that bit of knowledge, I'm gonna piece together, well, that's weird. Phantoms shouldn't be wearing physical items. And so I'm going to aim my attack at and attempt to break the I forget what it's called, but the toughness DC of the chain shirt.
Okay. So you're attempting to remove.
I'm attempting to break the armor itself. So I'm attacking the toughness AC of the armor itself.
Okay, go ahead.
I forget what the toughness is, but there should be a table for it. I'm gonna go with bonus action for Thunderous Smite. So that's primed. That's my attack. That's bad. What is with these ones? Who has cursed us today?
Sorry. Might be me.
Oh, I whiff and don't do anything.
Yeah, you reach out toward this thing, and because of the nature of this chain, you are unable to even grasp it. But because you are a paladin and because you rolled a natural 1, I'll tell you, you determined that this is not only a magical chain, but it is cursed. Henceforth, you were not able to affect it yourself. All right, so that will lead us to Logi.
Yay! As I'm sitting brooding that I can't hit shit for shit. If from this angle, like where I am, would I be able to shoot a bolt without hitting anybody?
You would have to roll insanely high because it has half cover, and I'd probably even give it 3/4 cover because you would have to hook shot it or even bounce it off of something because you technically have no visual from where you're standing right in front of that door. Now if you moved into the hallway, then you would be able to attack it.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm just gonna fight it. Okay. I'm gonna say, excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah, you should be able to move.
My
Excuse me,
toe!
pardon.
You stepped on my toe!
They're big, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna come up next to this guy and attempt once again trying to redeem myself from the last 2 blunders. Hit this guy with a long sword.
You're probably gonna whiff again.
Unfortunately, you are not able to connect. You feel like you're getting closer than you were before, but Yeah, it's still tough. You're not yet able to get there. All right, Foslo, it is now your turn.
Foslo is, let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's just gonna attack with his longsword, see if it gets him anywhere. Nope.
Nope, unfortunately not.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. That's all.
All right, so as you do that, it is going to, and this will incur an attack of opportunity from you and Logi. It's going to go bleep, 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 bleep. So yeah, go ahead and Foslo and Logi roll an attack of opportunity. Because it is still...
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope, nope.
Hey, Dagna, you can't cast level 3 spells yet, can you?
So
I got
Dagna,
number 1.
well, I did only one better than that. So yeah, for some reason everyone is whiffing today, and yeah.
Yeah, we all suck today. It's bad. It's awful.
Let's just say that you should be very, very thankful that this thing is missing, because if it hits, it's going to be bad for whoever it hits.
Oh, the Chaos Plateau.
All right, so after that, it will bring us to Dagna.
It's resistant to a bunch of shit.
Yep, and you know this.
So, yes.
Actually, before you do anything, it's going to speak to you directly, and given that it does, that it retains the languages it knew in life, and it says directly to you, and it feels like a horrid whisper in your head. I suggest you leave this place.
Interesting. Okay. Noted. Was it resistant to non-magical attacks?
Yes. It is.
Okay.
It is resistant to, and you know this, acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks not made with silver weapons. So if you had silver weapons or magical weapons, then you can do full damage. Other than that, no.
Oh, bitch. I got nothing.
Do you even have like some? I thought I had like something that was like silver.
No, you none of you
No.
had come across silver in your travels.
I'm thinking of the silk rope, not silver.
Wait. Oh, I might have silver. I have an idea. Let me check my character sheet. If I actually have silver, then this could work. Shit.
Dogden, what are you doing?
I don't know. Maybe Sacred Flame will work? I don't know.
Well,
I'll give it a shot.
any attack is worth something, but let me check and make sure that it's a ranged attack, so I think it's within 60 feet, so it doesn't necessarily have to be ranged. Yeah, you can see within range. So yeah, So do you want to use Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
All right, it's dexterity. That'll be a 21, I'm afraid. Natural 18.
Darn.
All right, Bastian, it is now your turn.
I do. I have silver wire.
Oh, shit.
Because in order to cast Alarm, I have to have a tiny bell and silver wire. I take my silver wire out of my pouch and I wrap it around my fist.
Okay, I will say that if you're going to do that, you would have to probably use an action to rifle through your bag, and yeah. Also,
That's fine.
Okay.
It's
All
progress. Right. It's totally fine. That's progress. I'll take it.
Okay. So you have you now have infused your attack with a silver. Your attack has become silver in quality for this.
Yay! It's progress because none of us can break curses, so this is progress.
Yay for thinking outside the box. Okay, Logi, it is now your turn.
Give that man a medal.
Now y'all just have to hit it.
Yeah, I literally had to go through and check and make sure I had silver wire. I was like, I know I have something that uses silver wire. I have to have it.
You set an alarm not that long ago.
Nope. Yeah, and you don't waste it. You just have to have it. So I was like, silver wire.
All right, so sorry, Logi, nothing doing. So that'll bring us back to Foslo.
Foslo. 5, 10, 15, 20. This time, he's like, okay, I'm gonna hit you for sure. I'm gonna use Fighting Spirit.
Okay.
So I get 5 temporary HP. And I'm gonna attack it with advantage.
You do indeed hit. Thank goodness. All right. So you two notice that this is sadly, it's you're chipping away at it, but it's not, yeah, it's not going easy.
And
so in that case, all right. So in that case, Foslo, you know what? All four of you will roll. Given that this is a new initiative order, actually, tell you what. Dagna and Bastian roll attacks of opportunity.
Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, how do I do that?
Just roll an attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, in the spirit of fairness, because I don't have 2 silver wires, I'm only going to make unarmed one-handed attacks.
Okay. All right.
One attack.
So you do full damage, and then Dagna, you are going to do. Oh, you just missed Dagna, actually.
Ah!
All right, so go ahead and roll for your damage, Nick. Okay. All right, that is full damage, and as you connect with this thing, you feel a connection, and it hisses at you and glares as it moves through the space, and is going to attack. Who's he going to attack? Foslo.
Okay.
Oh,
can I activate my Thunderous Smite since I connected an attack?
What's that?
Can I activate my Thunderous Smite since I connected the attack?
Sure, go ahead. You may need it.
5 damage.
Well, all right, Foslo, prepare to meet your maker. I just rolled a natural 20.
Ah! Poor Foslo.
All right. So, this is the equivalent of what would either be, just because you know the severity of the smite, Dogma, I'm going to let you know. Actually, I'm going to whisper it to you just so that you have an idea.
Okay.
This isn't gonna be good. I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah.
If only I had...
Okay. Foslo, thank your lucky stars because I rolled a 1, 1, 2, and 3 on a 4d8. Now, that 1, 1, 2, and 3 ends up being 17 points of necrotic damage total, given that this was a critical hit. Yeah. I also need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Alrighty.
Okay. Your maximum HP is reduced by 17.
Whoa. Necrotic damage.
Yeah,
Only
that
be
was
helped by magical means. Woo.
that was 4d8 damage. That's why I said that, and I'm like, oh shit. Do I honor this? And I thought for a second, no, I'm not going to. But then I thought, no, I'm going to do the right thing and say, I'm not pulling any punches anymore.
No.
So I was actually going to go, oh no, it's just a 19. Okay, yay. But then thankfully I rolled very, 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 very low. Okay, so that is the Wraith's turn. It is now Dagna's turn. And as you saw this cataclysmic hit against your compatriot, you watch as the life force is drained from his rather large body and his skin turns grayer. And for a moment,
gosh, I went
and
from
for a moment,
went from 43 to 26.
yeah, and your was that your full HP 43?
43 was my max HP.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Your max HP. Yeah, your max HP is now 26. So, yeah, Dognas, you watch this attack just collide with your friend. You are fully appreciative of the danger in which your party is found.
Yes. Okay. What was the whisper about? Like, were you just telling me?
Oh, I was just telling you because because of your character. It was just for flavor because I didn't want to necessarily hide and die, but I'm like, yeah, that's the damage that I'm going to roll against William naturally, but then it was doubled.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
actually, yeah. So it was just you knew that the attack was going to be pretty devastating. So yeah, it is now your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Oh, shit. Damn. Ooh. I can help, but man. Okay, let's see. Okay. This is what I will do because I probably should have done this in the first place. I'm gonna cast Bless.
Okay.
And let's see. Attack roll, saving roll, D4. Hopefully, and wait, let me see. This lasts up to. Oh, how long does Bless last?
It should be a minute.
Oh, up to a minute?
Yeah.
Oof.
So 10 rounds. It's enough to hopefully finish this fight.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast Bless then.
Okay, you're casting Bless.
Yes.
As you do that, you feel your Searing Smite fade.
Yeah.
Because you know that you can only have one concentration spell up at a time.
It's fine. I accept that.
What's that?
I accept it.
Okay. All right. So with Bless, I'm assuming targeting all your compatriots.
Yes.
Okay. Let me take a look. How many? I forget how many you can target actually.
Up to 3.
Okay. So are you targeting yourself or are you casting it at a higher level?
No, I'm going to do Foslo, Logi, and Bastian. Not myself though.
Okay. All right. So everyone else, you have a 1d4 added on to your attacks and saving throws, correct?
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Are attacks not count as magical if they are not otherwise?
It does not add a magical effect, unfortunately.
Damn.
You are just bolstered by the bless. You feel your strikes are truer and your resistances are greater, but unfortunately that does not increase the potency or the nature of your attacks.
That's
So
fair.
that is now your turn, Bastian.
Alright.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to know what that did.
Oh, that's
Okay.
fine. That's fine. Yeah, when you cast it at higher levels, you can add on one more person per level.
Okay.
All right, so move, and then the well, since she gave me bless, I guess I'll do the two-handed attack. So 14 hit it, or I'm guessing
Yes.
not. I'm hoping it
You
does.
just hit. You just hit. The chain that it's wearing adds on, so yeah, you just hit, and all right. So
that
go ahead.
So 9 there. I feel like I don't want to waste one, but
Now, isn't your Thunder Smite still active, even though you didn't hit the last time? Oh wait, no, you did hit the last time.
I just it only did 5 damage. Yeah, I just.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
I don't want to waste my last 3 spells of the day on smites now, knowing that there might be worse things here. But like, a smite. Oh, I gotta roll the d4 from her thing too. There's the d4 for bless, so 3.
Oh, you hit naturally with the 14.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was 1d4 damage. I apologize.
Oh no, that's just to hit into your saving throws.
Okay. I got that. So 9 damage. Probably no way to gauge how this thing's feeling.
You can gauge that it is still holding strongly. It is wearing down, but it is nowhere near death's door. You can tell from the way the form is holding that it is still pretty much intact at this point.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just do the smite for 2d8 radiant damage.
All right, go ahead.
Jesus, my rolls are trash. So 8 radiant damage tacked onto that.
All right, so with that you have the form flick. Actually, hold on a second. Huh? It is not weak to radiant damage. Huh? Weird.
But it's not resistant, right?
No, it is. No, it is not resistant to it.
God, I hope not.
But yeah, as you strike the form, it does a sizable amount of damage, and you can now see the beginnings of some wisps trailing off and sticking to the floor. But it is not. It is not doing. It is not doing poorly. It is still doing reasonably.
All right.
And even a big baddie.
And that's the turn then.
All right. That now brings us to Logi.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy is probably the right expression for this encounter.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, times 2.
Disengage.
I was going to say, I surely hope that's what you're doing.
Light crossbow.
Hiya!
Hiya!
Don't.
You're gonna shoot crossbow bolts at a ghost?
Yes.
Yes, you do indeed hit.
I mean, it seems to work.
I mean, hey, why not?
You do indeed hit. Oh, very nice. All right, so
And sneak attack.
Yep. 2d6. All right. So with that, you can tell this form is indeed getting weaker. It is indeed getting weaker, and you are gaining some ground. This is still a pretty resilient form, but you are doing some work on it. Foslo, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my shield and I'm gonna two-hand my longsword.
Do it to it.
No, I wanna action surge.
Okay.
I wanna try again. That's better.
Hey.
Yes, you do indeed hit. Right. It's It's still doing reasonably well. You're chipping away at it, but it's still holding. So now it is going to. It is going to. It is going to move from both Bastian and Foslo, so you both get attacks of opportunity. It is going to phase through this wall and move well enough behind to get right in the thick of things, because it has 60 feet of movement.
Oh my.
So, both Foslo and Bastian, go ahead and roll attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Really?
Unfortunately, no.
We hit each other.
What is with these ones? Who's done this to us?
You both suffer 1 point of shame damage as you both just clock each other across the mouth. They're just you both. It's really like a Keystone Cops kind of movement and a moment where you both look at each other, you nod, and you both strike at the same time, trying to get a purchase against this crazy thing. But you both lash out at each other. So yeah, unfortunately that. Yeah. All right, so Dagna, you feel a cold breath upon the back of your neck as this thing lashes out at you, and thankfully,
sexy.
thankfully for you, it does not hit. Nor is there any clay to spin into pottery.
Yes.
So it is now your turn, and it is right behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna do the only thing I can do. Hit it with my warhammer.
Maybe the way these rolls have been going.
Hot damn.
Man,
Yay.
that's like so
funny,
so
like
nice.
messing up for other people, because there's like this 3-second lag from when somebody rolls to when I actually see the numbers.
All right, roll your damage.
Yeah, there's a little bit of lag.
It's like I can't just be me. Like,
Yeah, no, there's like I got like a half of a second lag.
Yeah, mine's just rolling
oh,
slowly
funny's being
across
real
the.
funky.
All right, Bastian, is now your turn.
Okay. So where did it move to?
It is now right there, right behind Dot. It's painted all over the place.
It's so hard to see that little model on this stone background. There it goes. All right, so I'm going to. I forget. Can you move through an opponent's space?
As long as you remain in melee, then yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you move through and then out, then it's going to incur. Yeah.
And this provide flanking.
Okay.
So I forget, does everybody get advantage on attack rolls for flanking, or is it just?
It would just be you and Dagna, and then like say
Okay.
if Foslo were like right here, if there was no wall, then it would be him and Logi.
Okay.
But yeah, it's opposing sides that it is.
All right. So there's that one. I'll take the 15.
Well, you rolled your attack twice.
Oh, I thought I got advantage.
Yeah, you do. We just choose the higher of the two numbers. See, when you roll where it has the two numbers, the first one is taken if it's a base roll. But then if it's advantage, then it's the higher of the two. Disadvantage is the lower of the two. So you don't actually have to roll twice. You just roll one, and then those two numbers are determined.
Okay, so then I still have bless, right? Can I roll that d4 to see if I actually hit?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and roll your bless. And
Okay.
you do. You do.
I hit. Hurrah! And damage. So 9.
All right. It's looking pretty worn now. You can tell that this
Jimmy's silverware is working.
You can tell that this form is beginning to fade, but it is still present. It's not alive because it's undead. It's still present. Okay, Logi, it is now your turn, and it is in your space melee-wise.
Hell yeah.
You know what I need to do?
+1 longsword. Attack!
I got all
You would
these.
have to if you had you hold on, if you had your crossbow out, you would have to stow your crossbow and then draw your blade.
Shit. I do that.
Where's the thing
So you can spend a whole lot of time, or you can disengage and move a little further away, or you can.
I had earlier. No, it didn't. Yes,
That's
it did.
true.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fine. Yeah, you can just drop it and just say like, okay, screw this. I'm gonna try and make this work, and pull out your sword again.
yeah, I'll do that. I keep forgetting I have to do that.
Okay, so your attack does hit.
Okay. Yeah, he can drop his crossbow, and then he can draw his sword with his interact with object free action.
Yeah.
Okay. So that hits.
Yep, it hit.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, and you do get sneak attack because you are all around it.
Hurrah!
From Office Space, except the printer is fighting back.
It
It really hurts.
Well, Logi, for the second time, how do you want to do this?
Out of all the frustration that I've had that
these
didn't
nerf ones.
take out on the rug, I'm just gonna start swinging kind of wildly at this damn thing, just like out of frustrations and hoping it does something. And I'm gonna look like a fool doing it too.
All right, so okay, roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So as you're swinging, everyone around, and even Foslo, because of the distance, you can hear a as you know he's just flailing madly trying to attack this thing, and you hear these sickening slices through the air as the magical blade connects with not only the necrotic mass but also the chain, which, as the form is hacked into the ether, the chain falls to the floor, seemingly inert, but still present, as the wraith is eliminated from this plane.
You know what I need to do? I got all these weapons. I should see if I can't get some of them silvered.
I believe there's a standardized silver and cost.
Yeah, the problem is
I think it's like 50 gold.
the problem is to find a place that will do it. Like
Roll an intelligence check for me, Foslo, as you voice this thought out loud. Okay, yeah, so you are able to relay to your folk that, and you know this after fighting this thing, that silver would help. Silver would help a lot. And you do know that if you can find such services to do such a thing for 100 gold, you can have silver inlaid on your respective weapons and make them most effective against the undead.
Or in my case, silver knuckle caps.
like
Yeah.
so I would probably put it on my great axe, and then maybe this scimitar.
Pretty ritzy. It's got that kind of money slushing around.
Oh, I do. I got he like takes out this like huge, I wouldn't say like, how big of a bag could carry 216 gold pieces?
Really large bag. They're not small. They're not big.
Yeah, no, you just see this.
Like the size of quarters.
You just see this huge bag.
It's more of a matter based upon Wizards of the Coast, it's more of a matter of weight. I mean, yeah, it does take up space, but it's more so the weight of the stuff.
they're more concerned with the weight of coins.
Yeah, I forget the calculation, but yeah, I mean, and it's not necessarily like I'm gonna do a hard line like, oh, because you have 6 gold pieces gained, that's another 7 ounces added to your weight. It's mostly like, say, if you were trundling around like thousands upon thousands of gold, then yeah, you would have a problem, and I'd more or less try to say that a bag of holding or a
1 gold coin weighs 0.02 pounds.
Yeah, so I mean, you could then have 50 of them to equal a pound. So it's not as if you would have an issue. It's just, based upon based upon space. So yeah, 50 equals a pound. So if you have thousands upon thousands, it's going to make it where it's difficult to carry anything else. Then that's where bags of holding come into play.
Yeah, what's up?
How heavy is platinum?
Same thing. So there's a standard denomination. There's like there's a broad spectrum for weight. Specifically, a gold coin weighs 0.02 pounds. It says, a standard coin of any unit, copper, silver, gold, electrum, or platinum, weighs, quote, about 1/3 of an ounce.
I would basically render it where 50 for 1 pound is the same across.
Yeah.
It's more so the material that makes it more valuable. So if you had 50 copper, that's half a gold piece, but if you had 50 platinum, that's 500 gold. So if you somehow manage to get it transitioned into platinum, then you can carry a whole lot more per weight and per space. But platinum also draws a whole lot more attention because it's not necessarily the most common of things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, your best bet is to save up a bunch, probably a few thousand, get yourself a handy haversack that just weighs 20 pounds regardless, has, I think, 3 pouches, and then just keep all your money in one of those pouches. And whenever you reach in, the sack knows what you're reaching for, and it will automatically place the item in your hand for you. But they're not cheap. They're like 5,000 gold for a haversack.
And that's if you can find one. That's
if you could find.
All right, so as you're standing there ruminating over options and travails in the hallway, we
were talking about bags.
Yeah. You're you're able to, seek out some stuff. We do have a little bit of time left if you want. This is a good place to stop in terms of combat, obviously, but if you want to peruse anything.
We could at the very least investigate the room where the wraith popped out and tried to bag us all.
But
Basically,
what Fazla was saying was, like, I got the money for 2 weapons at the very least.
wait, did the body leave anything?
It did leave
the cursed chain, or what you presume to be the cursed chain, is still there on the floor. And as you look into the space, it looks to be a rather resplendent office space. You can see a desk, a meeting table, some chairs. It looks to be something of an office.
Fazla wants to touch the chain.
Wait, you said it's cursed.
Boslo, as soon as you touch the chain, you have never before felt more desire for anything in the entire world. And as your fingers brush the links, you pick it up and you hold it to yourself, and you become unwilling to part with it for anything.
Nice.
It is now yours, and it is now yours alone, and it is now yours always.
Well, we gotta find like this world's like fucking volcano and just throw the whole fucking person in there now.
Wonderful.
You could wait half a second to do what I was gonna do, which was take a cloth, pour holy water on it, and use it to pick up the chain shirt, wrap it, and cinch it for later until someone can check this thing out. No, he's just got to grab it with his bare grubby.
This is how Fazlo works. Like, first he brute forced opened a magical trapped chest, almost killed the party. Then...
Well, you did knock unconscious the erstwhile wizard that you have. All right,
and that's fine and all, and I'm not gonna harsh your mellow as long as you're not shocked when one of these times you die.
Oh no, it's perfectly fine. perfectly fine.
As long as you don't do shocked Pikachu face when you die one of these times, it's cool.
So Dagna, and given that all three of you are there, and Logi went to check out the office, which we'll get to in a second, Dagna and Bastian, as you watch him pick it up and the change in his features overtake him, both of you either choose to roll a religion or an arcana check.
It has to be religion.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with religion on this one. Sweet.
All right, you both know that you've seen or at least heard tell of these things before. Whenever a cursed item, but whenever an item is cursed and made magical by this curse, undead of this kind can wield them for themselves, and you know that this is a set of elven chain. However, as it is cursed and now in Foslo's possession, he does not want to part with it for anything. If it is forcibly removed from him, or someone attempts to forcibly remove it from him, an incredible amount of necrotic damage would course through his body, after which he would fight to retrieve it yet again. However, you know that as long as he does not wear it, he will not be fully enveloped by the effect of the curse. He just has it in his possession. But if you find anyone who can utilize the remove curse or greater restoration spell, the curse can indeed be broken.
Foslo's just gonna put it in his, like, secret stash, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Also gonna tell him, do not put that on. Don't you ever put that on.
Foslo's gonna, like, walk, oh, where is it? You know what? He's gonna walk into here. Lock the door if there is one, and he's gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna whisper this.
Oh no! All right, so he's a lost cause.
Can I roll? Can I search this room while he's doing his?
Yeah, I'm gonna just come in here. There's if he's walking off with his cursed chain, what am I gonna do?
I agree.
Okay,
Like,
so as you all roll your eyes and just shake your heads, Foslo goes off to do his thing, and now I have to wonder if I'm going to I'm not, you know what? I am indeed going to impose one of the negative effects of this cursed item for you doing that. So let me roll a d4. I'm going to determine which. There are two negative effects.
Do anything semi-sexual with it, did he?
You don't know this. I'm going to give you one of the two negative effects, and I'm going to have to determine which. Okay. So with this in your possession in such a way, William, you now roll your.
Yes?
I'm trying. Yeah, my daughter's wanting to add some to this. You now roll. You now roll your. Okay, let me just whisper it to you. It's going to be a whole lot easier. Okay, so as you all are investigating in the office, the rest of you roll investigation checks for me, please.
Investigation.
What the fuck? That's my
Dude,
fifth.
you're one suck ass.
Okay, so Dagna, as you're looking through all of the stuff, it is an office, just like you had first determined. The paperwork that you find in the desk and on the table are you're not much a mind for business, but given you're the one that had found these things, you're looking through it, and it doesn't necessarily make your head hurt, but you're kind of disinterested with it. It looks like business ledgers, transactions, contracts, and the like, but you don't glean any specific information until you find a single slip of paper that looks to be written in the same handwriting as that note that Logi had found earlier and shared with everyone. It appears that because of expenditures, and you do a little bit of addition and subtraction and, whatnot, you determined that based upon Tomas Effersham's expenditures, he was in desperate need of money, especially when a certain guild attempted to move in and take a tax from him. So Effersham sought outside help, and the help that he found was offering him a rather sizable amount of money based upon this letter that you found, and that money came at a cost, which has been enacted upon the village as you see. Whoever it was that offered this large sum of money was taking it out of the village in flesh and blood.
Interesting. And I tell that to whoever's in the room.
Okay. Except for
Like,
Foslo,
this motherfucker broke.
as Foslo is, going and doing his thing. I'd say based upon the battle that took place, this would probably be a good place to stop it if that's okay for you all.
Okay.
That works.
Given that we were gonna close out at 6 anyways for William, so let's get some XP going. You guys more than made up the XP that you had not gotten before. Oh gosh, let me check and make sure that this is correct. Well, let's see. You fought a Deathlock, 2 ghouls, a Spectre, and a Wraith, which totaled to 875 XP apiece.
Sweet.
875.
Oh, we are so close to leveling up.
So we were at 5284 and we just got 875?
Yeah,
Yes.
6,159 is what we're at now. We're like 441.
Now, what I will say, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty certain I might have instituted this before, and I could be wrong, but didn't I have this where when you level up, you had to take a full night's rest before you could gain?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty standard practice. I've never seen someone just level up on the fly.
My DM did it, and I thought it was kind of weird, but I thought, hey, yeah. So yeah, you all are good. But now, just to let you know, you are probably still in. You're probably still in the relative mourning, because remember when you had made your way from the start of this current day, you defeated those skeletons. Then you came up and took care of the large room in the center of the map, and then in the same time, I mean, you're probably still somewhere in mid-morning, possibly facing late morning, but you still have most of the day ahead of you, so the time to get a rest is going to be a while before you can get another rest in. So resources are going to become a very, very important thing to balance as you move forward in this venture, but job well done, guys. I mean, that Wraith was definitely a hassle.
I'm just saying, you guys are never gonna find that chain ever again.
At
Dude.
this
No, you literally will not ever find it ever again.
Put it inside you.
Well, like I said, William, that negative effect maintains as long as you are in possession of that. And given that you were the first to touch it, that means that if anyone tries to take it from you without that spell, you will incur a massive amount of necrotic damage, and then you'll just get it back anyways. So, yeah, you're kind of in a sticky position here.
Yep.
Hope nobody's attached to him.
But you won't ever find it. Like,
all right, folks.
Chris, can you agree that it's going to be very hard for them to find it?
Dude, did you put it inside your prison wallet?
That's pretty funny because those were the exact words that he whispered to me.
Oh, prison wallet?
I put it in my prison wallet. I shouldn't have said that, but given that the assumption
That's
is already
fine.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awful.
But I won't share what the negative effect is. But it's
it better be negative movement speed, because I don't know about you, but it's pretty hard to walk around with a chain shirt in my ass.
No,
wait, it's a chain shirt?
Yes, it's a set of elven chain. It's an enchanted item.
Oh,
you folded up a chain.
I thought it was like a chain link, like just like a normal chain.
No, it's a chain shirt.
It's an elven chain.
The whole chain armor up your asshole, dude.
Which is fine. It's light and flexible and foldable. It's probably like mithril or super valuable. But you're walking around with an entire chain shirt in your ass.
Now the sad thing is, taking a look at this, I need to see what the positive is, because there was a positive.
I feel like if he does any like serious movement, he should take like a point of fucking damage, because that shit rattling around in there is gonna.
No.
Pinching his colon.
Negative to stealth checks.
Yeah. Okay. So you have given you wear heavy armor. Ways you're at a disadvantage for stealth checks, but you're also going to get a -2 to your stealth checks for that, because I can't imagine. No, I mean, even though you are a larger person, this is a magical item, so technically the size can shift depending upon convenience, if you will. But I doubt it was made for that.
So it's chainmail.
It is chainmail, and it does provide a +1 bonus to armor class, but it's to chain. Given that you're not donning it, you do not get that bonus. But because of the fact that you decided to put it very, very intimately in your person, you do have that negative. Now, if you wore it, you would get both the negatives. But yeah,
that's fine.
Just to give you a visual, you've seen Lord of the Rings. You know the little chain shirt that Bilbo gives Frodo.
Yes.
You just put that in your ass.
I understand this now.
I
did not understand at the time that it was a shirt.
Well, there's no going back. Deal with your consequences.
I'm just
Actions
going
have
to accept the consequences, since it's just funnier that way.
Chain shirt is in your butt now.
Hey, at least I'm protected from the forbidden jutsu of 1,000 years of death. Do you get what that reference is?
No, see, and when he ran away, I thought he was gonna do something like mildly weird, like go rub it on his weird nips or something. I don't know, but like I wasn't really expecting him to keister it.
Well, I did say that one is unwilling to part with it by any means, so...
Foslo thought that was the safest place. And Foslo has been in some nasty places, so...
You know, based upon his background, I won't say that this is against type.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is the first time Foslo has put something in there. Maybe not that big.
Was there at least a DC for him to get it up there? Did he have to strength check it?
I just decided to just let it happen and
Let him do it. Figured there was nothing that would stop him anyways.
Right. Not to mention, like I said, he does have a well, I'll just say it just because we're being so open. He now has his saving throws rolled at disadvantage until he is parted with the cursed item.
I would hope that anyone with even a non-cursed chainmail shirt in their asshole would have a disadvantage.
You know what? Let's say that in reality you do lose 5 feet of movement for that.
You got a chain shirt in your butt.
Man, he's gonna be super chaff. I'm just like, whew.
At some point, you're going to have to succumb to the nature of biology.
Well,
you're going to eat food and it's going to come back out.
At that point, I just take it out, lay it on my lap,
if you have to listen to you yowl in the middle of
go, wipe with it, put it back. Actually, no. You wouldn't wipe with it because you don't want to do that.
I can't hang out with a shit covered elf.
What?
or whatever you are, sorry.
Anyway, so you clean it, then you put it back in. Okay.
Oh dear.
I think that was the highlight of this for me, of this session.
Oh, could have let the wraith kill you.
Yeah, I truly wonder how long it's going to take before Foslo just suffers.
He's going to die. Like sepsis or something that has to kick in.
See now the problem is, in all realism in this magical, foreign world, I'm going to have to consider the ramifications of what you did to determine how this is going to, play out for the rest of this. So however this is, you incur that negative effect, pair of negative effects.
So I have a question.
Yes.
And this is mostly for you, Chris.
Yes.
Would it be possible to enchant the prison wallet to be like a bag of holding?
No,
because it's organic.
But no, hold on. To get around it, you put a bag of holding into it.
Okay, then just have a bag of holding, like a normal person.
But you have to have it in a safe place, secure place.
Now,
Bastian, always be.
Now, Bastian, and more than likely Nick, if you haven't been able to tell, Foslo is not a normal person by any means.
Yeah, I was able to take that away from this. Yeah,
I'll let you guys in on a little bit of his backstory. You can blame his brother figure for this.
Did his brother touch him inappropriately? And
sometimes, yeah.
Weird butt fetish.
Sometimes, yes.
This is awful.
I mean, he also made him drink piss when he was sick. So,
dude, this has got to go on Reddit or something. It's gonna be like / awful everything.
I mean, it's going on YouTube. Oh, that reminds me. I need to stop recording.
Yeah, I'm glad YouTube gets to find out that you're moments away from sepsis.
Funny enough, good thing that you like if you good thing this is like some of your first YouTube videos, because if you're big and this decided to go up, your channel would probably get the whole channel would just be demonetized at this point.
No, well,
this weirdo likes to put things in his ass.
You see, the thing is, I could just make this 18 plus and only, and then I'd just be fine.
No, that's not how YouTube works anymore.
No. It would be age restricted. It wouldn't be monetized, and then it would be good.
I get what you're saying.
Cause when I upload